That extra. Oh, look at all these legendary attire. Mm.
Morning.
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 God, my cat woke me up really early this morning, and I'm just like, I should have tried to keep going to sleep, but it didn't work out, and I'm just like,
So
now I think I might take a nap after I go collect my. I need to go collect my rented regalia for the graduation this weekend, so that's annoying.
mm, I went to sleep at 4 a.m. and I just woke up just like
It's been like probably like
45. Yeah.
4 hours, right? Or is it like less than 2?
Nah, well, my time's ahead of yours, so
Yeah, so I mean, like you said
I
4.
got, I got 6 hours sleep at least.
Oh.
But my team won. That's the main thing.
I got like 6.5 hours of sleep, I think.
Or does that mean you're gonna be grumpy today?
Yeah, I'll totally be grumpy today. I'll probably have to take a nap in the afternoon.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna do some after this. I think I'm gonna do some catching up on my anime.
What anime are you planning?
Well, Attack the Titan should come out already, and then Jobless Reincarnation.
Aren't
And
those this season's anime? I thought you when you say catch up, you mean like anime that's like already been released for like ages.
I want to be like I'm on a weekly thing right now.
Binge watching anime that's literally coming out the day. This is what Netflix and their like release the entire season in the entire in one day. Why Netflix got so big, you could just binge watch entire
Yeah,
seasons the moment they come out. But
well that's the
now
thing.
it's got like it's basically you're just basically waiting for the releases.
Yeah, it's like when Dragon Ball Super came out. I was like waiting every week, trying to just because I hate. I
No one
just yeah.
can withstand the pain of actually waiting week on week for episodes
Mm.
anymore. Everyone
I
wants
tried
a
to do
full
it,
season.
so I was ahead. I was like really behind, but then I just binge watched everything in one go. So HypaHypa and TryEasy were the finalists from last year. Hey,
Should have been last time I remember. Oof. HypaHypa won in the end, so HypaHypa
yeah,
should be the favorite to win again, I guess.
HypaHypa is the Crusaders of South America.
The equivalent of because they're definitely not Chinese, right? Come on.
Nah, they're not.
I've got nothing against
I
Chinese,
think
but I
they're
mean like they're
Brazilian.
Brazilian. Mm.
Yeah, Portuguese, yeah, like Portuguese speaking.
I thought they would speak Spanish or Hispanic.
Nah, Brazil speaks Portuguese.
Hmm. Weird.
Yeah, I think Portugal was the one that first got there. And then some parts of South America, I think, speak like Spanish,
Wait,
maybe.
is
I don't know.
Hispanic it like Hispanic even a language? It's not. It's just a
It's
race.
a race, is it? It's a race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they either speak Portuguese or Spanish normally in South America anyway. Actually, no, I didn't actually realize that they would speak Portuguese down there. Although I knew that like several different countries did take over the place. Enough about history. What is there we can talk about for like 10 minutes before they even try starting the battle?
Um, Probably just the season, really, because that's all that's everyone's hyping about.
The new season.
The new season, the new units, and I guess the attire that we got to see last night. That um,
Uh, well, I don't know. I don't know what's with people's idea about the shield maidens being like upgraded to using the sword and shield. It's just very weird that like I don't know. Everyone's got this idea that like this sword and the sword maidens will, I mean, like the shield maidens or the female unit will either be a spear unit or change into a sword unit. And I'm just like, definitely going to not, it's not going to be a unit that's like one or the other. They're going to have the ability, they should have the ability to use both the spear and the sword. So it should be inbuilt at the very least.
oh my god, dual wielding. Wait, is that even possible? A spear and a sword at the same? No, it's not.
Sort of, sort of. I mean, like a spear and a dagger is like apparently some ancient manuscripts. Well, not
Mm.
ancient, but I mean like some medieval manuscripts show techniques with staff with a dagger. So like so you can probably mix it up with a spear and a dagger. So there are those kinds of things.
So apparently, bow or spear would have been used by hunters, and many women would have done so.
Probably. But
That could be interesting as spear.
we know that the two other classes that were well, one was an accident, one was is an old event weapon. So the long spear is an old event weapon, while the bow and sword is was an accident. So they've accidentally teased that like 3 times now, that bow and the sword.
That could be a very interesting unit, though. If it
Ah,
was
that was
a
the classes what I was talking about. What do you mean like what do you
well,
mean
I
as a unit?
guess. Well, I guess we have a bow and sword on a mount on a horse, technically at the moment.
All
So
bow riders, Cautions and Ironcat bow riders do have a decent melee, but like
yeah,
you would never use them as such because like they're fragile as it is, and like to commit to throwing them into melee would basically, unless you're throwing them against like other weak ass ranged unit, they just get their asses killed by anything, even serfs.
no way they don't lose to serfs, do they? I've never tried, but surely not.
I've used Caution and Iron Cat Bow Riders enough to know that like it's a real struggle to throw them at melee at anything besides other like weak ass range units. Although
Not
they
really.
can, they, I mean, sometimes the trades can be really good because closing the distance on like certain units like Akuba's units, um, what I normally do when I see someone bring like either Kriegs or Iron Caps, I would charge my no, I wouldn't charge, but I would place my Iron Cap Bow Riders on top of the unit and then switch them to melee and just press V, and they would normally like do enough damage to the Kriegsrat that I could kiss once I dismount, like once I'm down, I can kill them. So I normally just wipe out an entire tier 4 unit with
Yeah,
that. There's always the exception where they just blow my head off, though. A lot of times my horse just dies as I'm trying to get there.
yeah. My horse dies too many times in a battle.
Mm.
That's why I have like 7 horses, and I still manage to almost kill every single one of them. Animal rights activists would hate me.
This is why I say that like Rattan Rangers are underestimated. They've got tons of piercing defense and 30% range resistance. Just run them straight at any ranged units and they will slaughter them. Kriegsrat, muskets, and probably not a volley fire from Imperial Arquebusiers, but a Rattan Ranger blocking a lot of range shots. They they're not I wouldn't like definitely like you would underestimate a Rattan Ranger if like normal range units could scare them off. Or people are just not aggressive enough with them because the best thing to do with Rattan Rangers is to just charge at things. They'll shoot their crossbows, so if they try to run, they'll get slowed, and you just cut them down. Although, again, like if you run up to like any hardline infantry, your Rattan Rangers will get squashed pretty swiftly.
I'm asking Chansu if we can be cameramen today.
I wish. I doubt they'll let us do cameraman.
I asked. Hopefully they say yes. Please, Chansu. Like TryEasy are keen to get this match underway. There's 7 already. It's 2 minutes left.
7? That's not keen. They're just probably
More,
around.
they're more keen than Hyper.
HypaHypa. Weep.
Get him. Where's Hyper? Come on, mate. It's 2 minutes till battle.
When has it ever started on time?
Never, but
Oh, what the hell? Oh, I see what's happened. Whoopsie daisy.
what's that ping at? Is that 400? 355. Oh yeah, it's not bad. Who you got for this match?
HypaHypa.
HypaHypa?
I'll give it to them. I haven't seen any of their matches, but like, just in terms of like general quality between teamwork so far, I think HypaHypa probably got an edge being last season tournament winner.
Yeah.
But I've only seen one set of battles from TryEasy. Probably not a good demonstration of their skills, but again, my expectation for the South America division is actually quite low, mainly because like I'm seeing a lot more usage of range units. And again, the
Yeah.
cooperation between the players does seem to be on the lower end for me.
I'm gonna go with TryEasy for an upset here. Big
Maybe.
upset. I mean, Hong Kong X did it last night. I'm
What do
gonna
you
go with my
mean?
gut feeling.
What do you
Gonna go with
mean?
my gut feeling.
We were just going for wildfire only because they were not relying on cavalry. But I said this before, it's just that Hong Kong X definitely relying on stock standard meta. So it was just a question of whether or not wildfire can continue their streak of outplaying the meta. Well, like the
But the
standard
thing
meta.
is, with Wildfire though, when they were playing meta and playing properly, instead of trying to prove a point, they could beat pretty much everyone. But last night they were trying. I don't know what they were doing. But
They
they're
were doing the
like,
same thing. No, 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 no,
no,
no, no, no. I've never seen Wildfire do standard meta in this tournament. Well,
their
I only
players
watched.
do though. That's what I'm saying. Their
What?
players. When you watch them play alone, they don't do this in a normal battle.
Well, that's because again, this is not a normal battle. This is a 15v15.
I know, but they're good at certain units already. Like they're obviously like when I play with Nami or any of those guys that are on that team, they're playing with like their Northern Lands and they absolutely demolish everyone with those units. Yet
Yeah,
when it
but
comes to
like
that, they've decided to
the
go,
differences
oh,
between ranked and the differences between the tournament is again about team coordination. Just because you're a good player in ranked doesn't make you a good player in a tournament. This is why
yeah,
a
but
lot of this is why a lot of top solo ranked like competitive players are, especially like in like I would this is my experience with like League of Legends. A lot of top ranked solo players are never picked up by any teams, um not because they're not good at the game. It's just that when you put them in a team setting, they they suck.
But they don't. I've watched them. All three of them play together all the time. That's all. That's
Yeah,
all.
but
And
three
most of them,
people carrying a team of 15 would Wildfire rely on that? I don't think it would be good for a team effort if they rely on just the three to carry them like that. Not to mention, it would also be
yeah,
fairly it would also be fairly
I see
insulting
it
for
differently though.
every single member if they were just to be like, "Yep, we're basically the cannon fodder. We'll let these three players be the playmakers." Basically, that's what you're
No, yeah.
basically
What
asking.
I'm trying to say there, Azakai, is the fact that they're not playing meta. That's what it is. Like they've just gone against it instead of just going with it, and it's cost them. So that's what I'm pissed off about with them. Because none of them play like this in in any other setting except this. All of a sudden, they're playing like, oh, let's just all play this sort of unit. All of a sudden, well, OB3, go!
I don't
Oh my god, he's
I don't
dying.
think you the thing is that like as much as we say that there's a meta, the meta really revolves around the fact that like what people have experienced, and I'm not sure what these teams have experienced to make them play certain setups. We just know that you can really overwhelm most people with just running down with just tons of northern with just tier 5 cavalry.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You just mentioned like we don't know what they're used to, but I've seen these guys. I've seen every like maybe 8 of them play, and they don't use these sort of units normally. That's what I'm saying. Because even some of the guys in my like chat were saying they're just being cocky, trying to prove a point. Lol, he lost. How did you lose? You were winning.
Maybe, but I think that's kind of just the voice that we've randomly given them. It would be it would be true if like we've had a like statements from the team itself saying that oh we use mostly infantry because we want to wreck tier 5 cavalry and it's just like sure that would be pretty cocky since we know that tier 5 cavalry is broken but I don't think they've made any statements like that, have they?
They haven't made like an actual like statement from them, but that's the way they're playing. That's all. They carry teams all the time together. I don't think they really rely. I just think they're aware of who their killers are and facilitate those guys within a fight to do their thing. They're better than 99% of players in the game. Because consistently in game mode, I've faced them in. Okay. No, they're yeah. That's why I was just yeah. But they get a second chance, and that's I don't know whether they've planned for this because then they could just go to the lower brackets and. But I don't even know why would you want to go to the lower brackets. Didn't someone do this last season? They just decided to go to lower brackets because they wanted to beat someone.
That was Crusaders and because they hated Christmas sales.
That's right. Is there anyone in the lower bracket that they hate? Yeah, John, I hate losing to them too.
Everyone hates losing. Who would ever like winning?
But then it's good when you're in a team that actually like they're pretty good. I've never lost with them on my team, so
Hmm. Are you getting jitters? I'm getting jitters like crazy.
my game jitters.
No idea.
Not enough sleep.
No, 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 no. I mean, my thing is My clean
Oh,
feed is really
nah,
jittery.
nah, mine's good. Oh yeah, I can see that on your one. Yeah, mine's fine. Yeah, yours is like,
Internet's probably just acting up, and I don't even know why.
oh shit, well, what's starting here? The 15 and they're ready. We got TryEasy attacking Wolfort first. But they're both chosen Wolfort, so we'll see. Who is the better attacker? Or if there's any better attackers in this. Whoa, straight away we see a lot of cabs from TryEasy.
Yeah, because like in ranked, you don't need to be the best player. You just need to be the player that makes that like picks that cleans up after the fight. The appreciation for people that actually make the plays, or when I say make the plays, when I mean like start the battles, the first person to go in is always the most dangerous because you just get wrecked. And so a lot of time, everyone wants to just be the guy that just comes in at the last second and sweep up the enemy after they've already used all of their abilities and can't respond to you. This is what winged assaurs are really annoying to deal with because no matter how many no matter how many Imperial Pikes you have, there's no way Imperial Pikes can both kill and CC an entire army, while a Winged Hussar can literally just punch and kill, run through any number of just crap, as long as they're not stopped. Cavalry charges are broken like that. Both teams using a lot of muskets by the looks of it.
Yeah, there's so many. What the fuck is going on here?
We got 5 on one side, 6 on the other. TryEasy doing the first attack though.
It's like they've almost mimicked each other's
Setups.
classes.
Oh, classes? Class
Yeah,
wise,
look,
I
look at
thought
the
that was a little
class.
bit
It was
different.
like Maul, long sword, short sword, musket. Glaive. Then two what's it called? Dual blades. The only difference is the glaives. There's no glaives. Oh no, there's one.
There's 2 glaives on HypaHypa's side. A strong push coming out from TryEasy for the small fort. Does look uncontested though, so this could
There's only 3 heroes over
they could blow right through the bridge here. No trebs coming out on the Watchers. Does look like what's on the bridge there though? Could be something strong. Does look like it's loyal guards on the bridge. They're willing to sacrifice their loyal guards. Mortar being shot down at the bridge. It will take a couple of shots from Mortar. Mortar's damage is weak as... John Rima has a team. I thought he soloed.
there. No, we're just joking about being the next Nami and Ryan for next season.
Well,
And then he's like, but then they have Tifa as a third. Damn, they destroyed that quickly.
surprisingly so, but I think they deployed at least 3 artilleries in order to help
Yeah,
destroy it.
I think they realized that they were
Oh,
pushing
they've already
hard.
begun the climb early.
Yeah,
Probably one
on
of
the.
the good strategies here. Start
Holy
battles.
crap. Oh,
Iron
there goes
Reapers
that
at the
thing.
front versus Loyal Guards. This might be either a huge treb or just missing. Oh,
Huge.
just
Come on,
missing.
make
Nah,
a
it's
move
just
forward.
missing.
Oh, it's moving forward. It's moved. Oh, just a little bit.
Unfortunately, the Iron Reapers will push. Well, I mean, there was Imperial Pike Guards along with other Loyal Guards to push right through that one set. Does look like they didn't climb. No more reinforcements for that one loyal guard to handle.
Yeah, they couldn't get reinforcement because they finally got that siege tower down.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you could commit more units up that ladder. I've seen stronger pushes from others. Although this is the
Wow, that was
earliest
quick.
climb I've ever seen. Earliest climb by any
Very
unit.
early.
We're up to the second generation towers. Let's see if they get anywhere close. Does look like they're on fire, though. Well, this west side one is. Down goes the center siege tower. The right siege tower does look damaged. Does getting hit by several cannon shots. Not sure where they're coming from. Can't exactly spot them. Some being built here, closer to the west side. West
They
side
must have
siege
hired
tower goes
you.
down.
They must have hired a new cameraman.
Probably at least more active than before. Tons of
Oof.
mortars coming out from TryEasy. Probably trying to suppress these. There it is. There's the culverins. 3 culverins here on the
Why is they
on
not
the east
climbing
side.
up and just using their trebs as well?
Yeah, but you'd need a treb to actually spot them. Like, there's no way you can treb from down there.
Yeah, but it's,
I mean, not a treb. I mean, you need to
normally
stand on the
sitting up.
siege tower. Like, actually climb the siege tower. I hate the siege towers that don't let you stand up on
They have
the
the
very
top
top of them
platform. Yeah, but you
because
can still climb up.
you can still climb up, but you can't use your
Can you
trebs
like
because it
that
gets
dual
blocked
blade?
by your own siege tower. You kind of have to do it like at an off angle.
Easy, sort of struggling to find a way through right now. They did a good push at the start, but that's about as much as they did.
Well, committing one loyal guard was probably the mistake there. If they kept throwing up more units, I think they could have gotten a foothold. Point is that like a ladder is only a death sentence if it's being defended. If it's not being defended, you can easily keep throwing up more units. The only thing is that
There's
once
that
they're up there, they're stuck.
Eastern siege tower again.
Third generation siege tower, they'll have to make a move if both of these siege towers do go down. Otherwise, they're not going to even have enough time for the next generation to even make it to the wall. Siege tower, I mean, a treb going on to a culverin on top of the wall there. Surprised that that wall hasn't gone down yet. Does look like TryEasy plans to destroy it.
Yeah, the next thing is for them to go and rush B because they're running out of time. 4 minutes, and there's still no,
4 minutes to
not even
go. The
close yet.
less time they have for C, the more aggressive they'll have to be. And it's very easy to lose momentum, especially on this map. You do not have an easy access for resupply when you're the attackers.
Finally, people climbing up on ladders and using their trap. Dual blade gets up. He'll
No
go
commitment from
invis.
troops though, just
Yeah,
heroes.
I wonder if he's gonna. No, he's not. What is he doing?
Nope. They're
He's like,
just doesn't look like anything's gonna happen though.
I think at
Center
least go
siege tower
invis and do
getting
something.
really close. We're probably looking
Very close, and I don't think it's. Yeah, I think he might make it this one.
definitely does look like it's gonna make it. It's being
So,
bombarded by the muskets. They're
oh,
trying their best to
those
destroy it.
muskets.
They're shooting it. It does make it. Oh, the
I'm surprised.
Talators, I didn't even see them.
Surprised the muskets didn't aim for the actual units pushing it.
Normally it's because like at that distance the muskets won't deal enough damage to knock the units to stop pushing it. Unlike the short bow and longbow, every shot CCs them so that they stop pushing it for a second. Muskets at a certain distance don't cause CC.
Dual blade trying to do a sneak attack there. You can see him already going towards B. But they have
Looks
2
like he's getting
minutes and
spotted
40
though.
seconds. They're gonna have to be quick about this.
Metallic close range Metallic does shoot down. The defenders are forced to respond, pushing right up on against them. Unfortunately, TryEasy not fully set up here. What are they doing? Good treb though, massive hits coming out.
They got flames firing at the back there, massive. It's hit.
Flamethrowers do go down though, unfortunately. Not properly defended.
Yeah.
Whoa, actually, there's still a couple left. I thought they got caught.
No, they
Imperial
just got
Pikes in the
moved.
back. It could be a sandwich here
Yeah, they're
for
waiting for that opportunity. They're going up now.
Imperial Pikes. An Imperial Pike off right now. Right now it's in favor of TryEasy to push through, but Loyal Guards are holding. Royal Janissaries at the
I'm
front
surprised
gate.
now they're finally pushing.
A double-sided push here does crush the remaining Iron Reapers, though.
But here comes the Loyal Guards as well from the back.
The
They
reserve
took a
units of
while,
Loyal
but
Guard seems to be booking it. Where are they going?
they've got to push. 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
Minute to
Or actually,
go.
less than that. 1 minute and 16.
Pike Militia now coming in. Loyal Guard. There's the Loyal Guards you were talking about, probably.
I wonder if Hyper will try to stop the cap here. There's a minute left. If they could hold it for another, 40 seconds?
Yeah,
Someone
less than
BC'd.
30 If they hold it for another 30 seconds, they win.
They have to block
Committing
those
their
third.
units, committing the heroes right now.
I'm surprised they're committing more on that block right now rather than more units on the point.
The
And
flamethrowers
that
are dealing
advance
with any units. Flamethrowers are actually doing a good job of
Nine.
area
They got
denial,
8
but not
seconds.
good
They
enough
got
to get
8
the heroes off
seconds.
of it.
Get those
Down
heroes
goes the
off.
longsword.
They may get this. They blocked all the staircases, so. But the heroes are still getting through. The muskets.
Well,
But the
this
heroes
was
are trying to kill them. Yeah, they should have enough time. But here comes more units. The units that were holding the wall stopped holding. The staircase. They moved. They should get it.
Are you
They
on
should be
delay?
able to.
It sounds like you're behind.
I think so.
How are you behind?
I don't know. No, I'm watching yours and I'm ahead of you.
No. Because it's 3 minutes because I'm 20 seconds delay for stream. Right now, for me, TryEasy's already going towards the supply point.
Supply point, yeah.
Oh well. Massive Northernlands cavalry response. Cavalry from all sides actually sweeps up the first response. The second set, again, another Hussar charge from the side sweeps up the second set. TryEasy's primary assault seems to have failed. They're actually still holding B for some reason. When I say some reason, they're still holding B, I mean.
They're trying to stop. Yeah, they're trying to stop the cap at B, but the wall is not broken. That's the thing. It's like you might as well just give up on B and focus now on C and the supply point.
Ooh. Probably be a massive mistake from TryEasy to go down towards the supply point. They could have used Force to get this B to get more time, but now they're actually being stopped by. Well, Pavi's getting caught by Imperial Pikes. Domain Javelineers. That's a very interesting unit to see. It's just a hero battle right now, but Imperial Pikes are marching up.
Grab on the march.
They will be difficult to dislodge.
Ooh.
TryEasy actually going through the main gate, getting killed by the looks of it. Just sheer number of cavalry.
This is the problem of not being able to cap A quickly enough because now you're running out of times for everything.
Well, they would have gotten more time if they just focused getting B, but I think since they split their forces, they're simply...
Yeah, that was a surprising play. Hey, they didn't even have to go on the ground. They could have just walked
Actually,
through.
the dual blade is back on B. B might actually be capped here. They will get... does look like TryEasy will get extra time. This is not good for HypaHypa.
That dual blade play.
Oh no, he gets stopped. Come on, it's just barely being capped.
Like 2 seconds, and then he'd be able to get it.
I know, right?
He should have waited a bit longer for the defenders to go further away.
Nah, they would have had defenders nearby. I'm just surprised the defenders actually made it back. Although they're fighting a Imperial Pikes by themselves, more defenders heading up to B, no pressure at C. C can't be capped, so definitely does look like
10
no
seconds.
chance at B either. Looks like HypaHypa wins the first
Yeah.
match.
Hypeo. Okay, maybe my gut feeling is wrong this time.
Well, we'll have to watch how TryEasy handles their defense versus their HypaHypa's attack.
Someone DC'd, I think, Rich, at one point, but I don't think they left.
It's very hard to tell
You
when
you
they come
see
back.
yeah, you see what like when they DC, it's like they left game. That's what the message shows up.
Yeah. It doesn't even tell you that you have less heroes. It just it still tells you that the hero is there for some reason. Long ass time for no action, so they get the B at the very beginning for the first 3 minutes, and then literally nothing dies for the longest time.
It's 3 minutes of nothing, no death. You do a big push, and they went, nah, I'm going back. See ya.
Indecisiveness from Oh no, well, it's not indecisiveness. Um I think TryEasy should have really concentrated at getting the B point for more time, because honestly they were trading very well. They got two massive trades. So the first trade was when they actually got the push going, and the commitment for HypaHypa to throw their guys at A. Now they just needed the time. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. It was a mistake to go down,
Yeah,
challenge the
supply.
supply against tier 5 cavalry when definitely you've been wounded and you're not at your full strength. Because I don't see any scenario like when definitely when you're like weakened,
I
tier
think
5
I think
cavalry.
what they were hoping was that they'd be able to send people at the supply point, and the people that they've sent
B
to B
point.
was enough. But yeah, I would have, especially when the time you're running out of time. I would have, yeah, same thing as you guys. I would have just focused all my attention on B, especially when the wall wasn't actually broken as well. Like it was an
Yeah, the
easy
wall
march
was
through
still
the,
standing. They could have gone right
yeah,
across up to
easily
B.
march. And by the time the defending side would have been able to respond, you could set up, and it would. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking there.
Yeah, the worst thing
They
of
weren't
all is that
thinking that's what they were doing. Yeah, pretty much, Rich. I don't know why though, but especially when I think was someone watching the timer in their team. So
maybe because like
no one said anything.
I think they probably thought that B was a done deal, and they didn't realize that the enemy would actually try to defend it. I mean, in retrospect, there was domain Javelineers there. I don't, and two sets of Pavis. The worst thing is that the two sets of Pavis were undefended. So
Yeah, they got caught.
yeah, it was a waste of units there. Bad trade for TryEasy. Mistake mistake was losing momentum. They got crushed on the field. I mean, they got crushed on the ground. They got stopped at B after basically. I'm pretty sure HypaHypa was down to like only 4 guys at one point. They committed themselves too much to A. I mean, HypaHypa for the defense, so they overcommitted.
Yeah, they lost quite
Definitely,
a lot of players
yeah.
at that after that. But again, they didn't take advantage of it. I think maybe you know what? I think that's why they rushed supply, thinking they can, use that moment to just quickly take supply as well as B. But obviously, those guys only have died once, so the timer was a lot quicker. And then they came out with cabs, and it was
Should be
just
as short as
it's
30 seconds, I think.
yeah.
First death should be 30 seconds. Oof.
Let's see how Hyper attack, whether this one will go to a decider or whether this will go to a 2-0 win.
And
By
then if it does go for a 2-0, we get to wait 20 minutes before they start the second round.
yeah,
HypaHypa and TryEasy both have 15 players ready.
yeah, they're ready to go. One guy's saying, "Let's go."
Yep, TryEasy's ready. HypaHypa, are you ready?
He's got to speak Portuguese to him. He can't understand.
Ready up?
Where's CC?
I don't know. What's the Portuguese equivalent to ready?
Um, I don't know. Let's have a look. Pronto? Que pronto? No, I was close. I just needed the first word.
The Portuguese. Do they not have? Oh, okay.
Que
I
pronto?
believe that's
Que?
like a literal. I think the literal translation is probably
It's like que
prepared, something
pronto or
prepared,
something.
probably something.
Yeah.
Oh, and off we go.
Que pronto? There you go.
I'm not even going to try the pronunciation because I suck at it.
Magnanas Rocha Esto Preparados? Portuguese translation. Oh, okay. There you go. One of
Yeah.
my guys in chat. Oh, damn it, Google. Google's lying to me again. So what's que pronto mean then? Oh, wait, what? Don't worry. I'm an idiot.
Did you put
Don't
in the wrong
worry.
word?
Because I googled what's ready in Portuguese, and the dumb thing put it what's ready in the translation section.
Ah, the phrase "What's ready?"
So ready in general for masculine it's pronto and pronta for feminine. Okay, they have two words.
Yeah,
Interesting.
probably depending on which context, whether or not you're talking about an
But then
object
there's
which is
another one,
female.
preparado. So it just depends, I think, in context, yeah. So yeah, Magnus said it's basically the same thing. Okay, cool. Thanks, bro. Esto pronto y
Preparado.
propera. Okay. New siege map coming, right? Don't think so, Rich. I
Yes,
haven't had anything yet.
yes,
Did you? Is there is?
yeah.
Sweet.
The three things that are coming for sure is three brand new units. So far we know that there's
Shield
at least three
Medan.
units not related to any promotions. One 15v15 Viking inspired siege map and the rune system. That was what was teased so far. Surprisingly, I only see three Namcans for HypaHypa. This is I don't know why. I'm just like you're attacking teams, but you have three Namcans. Man, I'd expect this from the defending team, but I'm not sure what advantage HypaHypa is going to try to grab with three Namcans, since
No naval
they have a
battle.
longbow on the defending side, which could easily just snipe them all out, instantly trebbing the. I believe that's supposed to be
Oh,
Melissa.
Sombra is part of HypaHypa, hey?
Isn't he a moderator?
That's what I thought.
Well, I mean, like he doesn't technically work for Booming Games, so he can be in competition. Let's just hope he doesn't get any extra benefits for being a moderator.
Let's hope not. That'd be a bit unfair,
Very
wouldn't it?
surprising. TryEasy actually not letting HypaHypa get up on these walls, not pushing the battering ram. Probably a mistake from HypaHypa here. They're losing time, not getting any ground, even for this small fort here. This small fort has several siege weapons, which can be a pain in the ass to deal with.
Oh, I remember. Sombra was the guy that deleted my post. No, I don't
Yeah,
like
because
him.
he kept spamming it.
Yeah, I was having a spam off with bloody Ale and Archangel at that time.
You should have not joined in. You should have been like, it's there. Someone may see it. Someone might not. I mean, people will not.
Not when you're fighting for what little English speakers there are. Even a single Corrin is a pain in the ass.
At this
Yes,
point,
it
they just go
is.
to different servers anyway. Apparently, there's more Aussies in like DI than there are in LA now. At least
Yeah, because
in this
when
version of the game, the number of Aussies in the NA version is actually kind of horrific. First generation siege towers all got destroyed by the looks of it.
yeah, they did.
It's going to be about
It,
it's only gonna probably the first like siege tower will probably be 5 minutes at this rate. More trebs coming out for HypaHypa. Not even sure what they're shooting at since for some reason the camera guy has gone to sleep.
so on toilet break, guys. It's just like, give me a sec.
Well,
I
I
gotta
mean,
run.
it's pretty much one of the boring stages of the siege battle. Getting up, getting to the fight is the most difficult part.
I think they need to make sure the people that work for them actually play the game.
Yeah, but the problem is like,
HypaHypa
do you
finally
only
are they
hire
breaking
them for the
down?
tournament just temporarily?
Yeah, they'd be part of the development team, shouldn't they?
Well, I
Shouldn't
think
these
they
guys be
are.
part
I
of
think
the?
they're just the
Yeah, they
random
are.
intern that's been like, I'm supposed to be like designing unit concepts. Why am I doing this camera work?
Because you work for us and we can do whatever we want because you get paid. That's pretty much what they'll say to them.
We pay you money. Just do this one thing. They finally get the small fort, but nothing's happening on this side, camera guy. Doesn't need to show us it.
He's like, whoa, there's someone's capturing something?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
it's just one
we
guy.
already
There's
know,
nothing
don't
there.
worry. Yeah, it's very surprising, like, how effective it is to actually just shoot the siege tower with your weapon sometimes, especially with archer units. It's really hilarious because I'm pretty sure someone used prefecture archer just to shoot down shoot down a siege tower once before. Up goes the western side siege tower. Very surprised that TryEasy let this one get up at 5 minutes. Although I did predict that the first one would probably be up at 5 minutes.
I'm trying to sell my a phone on Facebook, and this guy messages me, and I'm like, this is like a scammer alert all over it.
It's a scammer.
He's like, okay, no problem. I'm interested in buying your item for a friend as a gift, so I don't know if I would be able to mail it to him there in California, United States, so we'll be adding additional payments. Bruh, I'm in Australia. Why would you buy it all the way from Australia when you could probably buy it in the United States instead?
Not to
Like,
mention
they'd be,
cheaper. Especially since
yeah,
like delivery international will take fucking forever.
yeah.
When is their damn birthday? Like,
Don't know. I'm just gonna play along and like fucking fuck them around.
HypaHypa's got two siege towers, one on the
Yeah, they've
left, one on
actually.
the right.
Damn. I thought TryEasy would fight a little bit harder to keep these siege towers off the wall. But there's
Although
4 minutes.
HypaHypa looking a little slow here. Tons of Imperial Pikes coming up on this western side siege tower.
Looks like TryEasy are trying to destroy that wall, which is a good
This
sign.
Oh, probably
There
a
it
bit
goes.
premature. If they waited for the push, they could have killed tons of units for free here.
Yeah.
But no dice. They do attempt to treb the Metallators, but I think they missed.
Here comes
Pushes
the
on both
setup.
sides. HypaHypa not being confident here. It's just 2 muskets.
They're just being, I don't know, they're just being patient, I think, right now. And we think it's not them. But oh, here comes the Iron Reapers.
Iron
The
Reapers
big
lead the
boys.
way. Or, nope. Imperial Pikes lead the way. We've got Royal Janissaries and Flamethrowers. Also Expedition Knights along with Alp Halberdiers. TryEasy's probably going to make a strong defense here with 3 minutes to go. TryEasy could all in it. There is a massive push on the other side, which is way more
Yeah.
interesting than watching...
Hello.
Oh, well, now we're
Oh,
fully
big
going to start
mortar
off Imperial
shot.
Pike march off right now. Loyal Guards coming in.
Oh, someone's already capping A. They're already capping A. The defenders on this side are thinking, what do we do? Do we go back or do we stay here and hold? They
Royal
look like
Janissaries
they've
are moving
decided to go
towards the
back.
supply point. I mean, not the supply point, the A point. But HypaHypa destroys
Oh,
the
that trap. Why?
eastern side response. Treb directly in the center of
Massive.
this.
Boom. HypaHypa, though, losing a lot of heroes here. And someone just leaving the game again. What's with the DCs, boys?
DC is real.
DC life.
Surprisingly, the Royal Janissaries there's still at least half of them on the supply point. I mean, on the base point. On the A point? Jesus Christ, what are my words? Does get
It's
cleaned
alright.
up.
Oh,
Flamethrower is
the
burning
flames.
nothing right now. A waste of ammo.
Oh, and they're burning that little halberdier. Now he's burnt to a crisp.
It needs to be well done.
I wonder if the spear users are gonna do that little trick, jumping over.
Nah. Although one person doing it would actually probably get some cap points at B. That'd probably be annoying. One flamethrower just stopping your horse. Better
And
jump
got
down before it dies.
destroyed. I don't think anyone's defending B at the moment.
Nah, that's why I said that.
They
Like,
just literally left it. Look, now they're
now
coming
here comes
through.
response. They saw him. The glaive is running for his life though. Yeah.
Run, Glaive!
If HypaHypa had like a spear user that could do the charging jump, they probably could have actually gotten some cap points for B. But now, since the response has already come in,
4 minutes. Looks like they're massing at a supply there at the moment.
definitely checking it
Sucks.
out.
Oh,
Metalla
they're
Lordi is
pushing.
just being.
What the heck just happened there? They had people there, and then all of a sudden they backed off, and now they just let those units die. 3 kills for the.
Metalla Lordies, what are you gonna use them for besides cannon fodder? But I mean, it is again like throwing it in like that. That seems stupid.
Yeah. But they might make a difference at the end, you never know. Everyone's got no troops, and you have them, and they
I know, right?
hurt.
You gotta have every advantage you can get. HypaHypa choosing to deploy Namcans again. Like I don't know what time Namcans would be useful in this phase of the battle. You got tons of cavalry running around. Whether or not these Namcans can tag a couple, we'll be
bleed
waiting.
hurts though.
Northernlands cavalry
Yeah,
versus
trebs are. That's the thing, Rich. You got to use those trebs early because you got to take the siege weapons away from them to be able to get that siege tower up. Massive push here for C now, and we got
I can barely see what's happening.
bird's
But it does
eye
look
view
like
again.
the Sarcharge coming out from TryEasy going straight through onwards across the sea point.
HypaHypa really struggling with the heroes. Like heroes keep dying a lot.
Yeah, it does look like TryEasy is actually doing a better job at hunting down these heroes right now. They're being left on their own.
Yeah.
Massive defensible position. They still have. Looks like someone's going to try for a push at the supply point, but he will run into a Pavis, and well, Pavis does stop a couple of those winged hussars, but the winged hussars make it all the way through. Imperial Pike.
2.5 minutes left here.
I don't know why HypaHypa is throwing one unit after another. They need to mass up and regroup.
And here comes a flank. Yeah, they're gone.
Bad choice. They're
defense
moving their
here.
loyal guards in and out. It's kind of now split unit. Oh, getting caught on the tail end there as they try to retreat out of it.
Yeah, as soon as you see people dying and you're like 1 or 2, you should probably just retreat and regroup instead of this. Now they're just sending more units to die. And now what's the problem with that is it's wasting time because they're going to have to resupply it if they don't die. But they
Not to
probably will die.
mention, the supply point for the defenders is right there in front of you, and they're respawning right there in front of
Yep.
you. A minute 30 to go. Namcan's being deployed by TryEasy. Loyal guards trying to push their way through.
I'm
Challenges.
surprised no one's putting any pressure on B right now. Just like, come on, you got infantry, just push B.
Doesn't look like.
Yeah,
Does look
they're
like
not.
the stairs at B is actually secured by an Imperial Pike and Pike
I
militia
don't
right
know
now.
why they're still going for that. They're still going. Why are we seeing this one-sided map when it's
Look how many
already?
Namcans are just standing there.
Everyone thinks that it's an easy. It's a hit and miss, Asian, depending on how well your team is coordinated in that defense. Oh, this poor guy. He's getting some help, but it's a bit late. I think this push.
People think
I
this is a
mean,
one-sided map, but like sometimes the attackers just blow right through the defenders, and sometimes the defenders just
they have time here. They've got 40 seconds. If they can start capping this,
they just need to kill 2 other heroes.
they just need
short
they
sword
just
needs to go
get
down.
them. Oh my god, they might actually get this. They got heroes. They got units to stop the incoming heroes. Get off the point and meet them.
The halberdiers.
Oh my god, what are you doing? Don't just stand there. Go meet them. 16 seconds. They only need 5 seconds to cap this. Where's the short sword? Get in there, short sword. Oh, I don't think they're going to be able to do
short
this.
sword made it.
They needed to have like met them instead of all waited on the point. Yeah.
I think the problem the problem was is just like they needed the wall of units to stop them from getting there.
But they needed to also probably they had a lot of heroes that and all
Only
of them
one
stood.
hero needs to be on the point, but they need to
exactly.
all the enemy heroes
and they all stood
the
on there, and I'm like, what are you doing? There's literally people coming towards you. Go stop them! Like fucking meet them there. Don't wait for them there because they're stopping the point at that the cap at that point.
2 people from TryEasy actually were permadeath there, and so was one person.
Really?
From, yeah.
Damn, man! If they'd gotten that, they would have won.
Maybe. I'm not sure actually. Definitely the commitment for the heroes probably be really risky. There were 3 people in that match that died 3 times by the end of the battle. Whether or not it was the sacrifice from TryEasy, both winning their defenses will come down to a decider on the field. Although we haven't seen very much of their cavalry play, TryEasy did getting some good full-on cavalry charges. It's still up in the air. I don't know who's going to win just a straight field battle. Oh, morning, Dillygaff.
Hey, Dilly.
Chat. He's watching Fire instead of me.
He's probably watching you too.
Maybe. I've only got 1 viewer. That could be him.
All our members are always watching us both.
I would hope so. Or it
Dilly,
would just cut their
how was your holiday? Dilly,
is he back from his holiday?
He should be. He's been away for a week now. He wasn't away that long, he said.
We'll have to wait, I don't know. Not that long, actually. You should be hearing it soon. Come on, Dillygaff. Ah, no, he's not going to respond to us by the looks of it. He's not talking to us. What?
Dilly! Why is Dilly gold on my screen?
That's because he's a Prime Gaming.
Prime Gamer, sir. Oh, there is. He had his Twitch on Discord. You lazy ass. Pat Gilligan lives in Perth. He lives in Perth. I should be like, yeah, sure, transfer me the money first, and then I'll send it to you.
Yeah, be like that.
Oh, nice. Just at the airport, waiting for the flight back home. Are you in Perth right now, Dilly?
He probably is.
Can you go meet a guy named Pat Gilligan for me? Make sure he's real.
Pat Dilly. Yeah, let Dillygaff, totally unrelated to you, go meet a guy that you're selling shit to. Not shifty at all.
Hey, I'm related to Dillygaff. I'm related to him through a game. We're brothers in arm, okay? He watches my back. I watch his.
Next, in before Dillygaff says, I want 20% of the cut.
Yeah. I'll be like to this guy. I'm sorry, for this to work, I'm gonna have to charge you an extra 20%. So,
I need to verify you.
yeah.
That would be an extra 20% on top.
Please go to the police station now, and I'm gonna call the police station that you go to and make sure you're real.
I need to get a police clearance, so can you also submit that to me as well? I can't believe
No,
that
no,
costs
no.
$10 to get a police clearance.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's not free.
Why do you
Nothing's
need a
free.
police? Why do you need a police clearance for?
Huh? Oh, I don't know. Some jobs ask for a police clearance.
Normally they do it themselves, don't they?
Huh? Ah, normally they do, but I mean, one asked me for a police clearance, and I'm just like,
Hey, intruder, random sided. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this guy is doing. Maybe they do this for field battle because there's no. It doesn't really matter which
you
side's
would think
which.
so, but like in
It does
deathmatch,
matter, I
one of
reckon.
the sides are definitely weighted.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm pretty sure if they have real data, more tournament data of just like teams fighting out again on this on the same map, you'll be able to see some biases if it exists.
Yeah, definitely on that one where you fight for to go up on that wall, on that tower. It definitely is. You
What
need
tower?
to. You know the one that's you go up and you got ballistas on top of the building, of that map. That one's definitely like what if you're on that specific side, you got that advantage to get there quicker.
Oh yeah, no, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, because C is closer while A is far away. A is on the ground and just surrounded by mountains, while C is
Yeah,
literally cut off by an entire cliff. And the fact that it's closer to one side, it gives one side massive over like overview of the B point. Man, I had longbows up there shooting down at B once. Wasn't very effective. The actual distance is actually so far.
Dilly, you been keeping up with the teasers? Have you guys even been playing Valheim?
Nah.
Yeah, kind of like died pretty quickly.
Huh? Valheim
No, like my interest in the game
is a
kind of
sandbox
died.
game. It's a sandbox game. You actually have to be good at building.
Yeah, and you also have to have friends.
Friends good at building. I mean, like, if I was good at building, I could sink a lot of hours into Valheim, but I suck at
Mm,
building,
yeah,
and my like aesthetic design just doesn't work out. Not
I prefer the like other side of that game when you're playing with friends and going fighting and exploring. I don't like the building side, but I do like
RPG
building,
set.
but I leave that for someone else.
If it was if there was just an RPG where we could just literally go adventuring, just killing stuff, and then we just upgrade our stuff, I would do that all
Mm.
day.
So Dilly, there's a female units. The picture showed them with a spear and shield and a sword and shield. So there's a lot of theories going on around right now what that's going to be like. Um, Not info, just teasers. And then they showed this other picture, and we were like going off like, oh my god, it's
Looks
berserkers.
so
But then we found
cool.
out it's just
And
costumes.
like it's a costume. And it's
Fucking
just like if it was a
disgusting.
unit, that would have been so crazy. But I was just
Yeah,
like, nah, it's not a unit. It can't be a unit.
sad life.
Sad life. Yeah, the
Oh
second
my
thing that
god.
got me is that like you could visibly see detail on all of this, and also also they were showing off the weapons. So I was just like, this looks too good to be a unit. It's
Yeah.
definitely an attire.
Wait, imagine in the future they allow you to be able to change your gender of your units.
That would be too much work. Not to mention, some of the honor tree units have alternate attires anyway.
True, but it'd be good. I mean, then being diverse. I want female soldiers. That's all I want. Cool, you can
I
just
don't
change
want a
it.
meme army though, unlike
Yeah, my my harem or
Blade
whatever
and
it's called. My haram.
not Blade. Blood and Steel is kind of like a meme army. Like every female character has a female version of their unit, and it's a meme to me.
Yeah, so rune stones are supposed to give you extra like stats. I think it's more like stats, not magic. I hope not magic. Okay, guys, just real quick chat. Like, do you guys think if I gave my PayPal to someone, they can scam me?
As long as you don't give them an account.
Like just my email, right? Because that's what they're asking. Because that's how they send you money in PayPal. Your email, right?
No,
Oh, really?
I
How can
think
they send?
not.
There's a way. There's a way. Maybe I'll send him that link. Someone's done it for me before. They've sent me a thing where I press it and that's how I paid them. I'll figure it out. I'll send it later. If he's
Just be
legit.
like secured PayPal payment.
Oh no! You know what? I'll just get him to deposit at a bank. It'll be easier. Oh
Alright,
no! No, that'll be bad. That'll be bad for him. Then he has no protection. Yeah, I don't know. I always get sus with these sort of things, man. I've been scammed before, and never want to be scammed again. It made me stop playing a game because I got scammed.
gotta stop getting scammed, Fyro.
I only got scammed once, okay, and I never again
This is
happened
why you
because of
shouldn't
it.
deal
Yeah.
with secondhand trading. Just go to your freaking phone store and be like, here, have this phone.
It's
Goodbye.
not secondhand trading that I get like vouchers. This is the first match to cure. And this is the third. Oh, the first match, third battle, decider, tiebreaker.
Yeah, it's very confusing because, like, do we call it match? Do we call it a round? Do we call it battle?
It's a match between HypaHypa and TryEasy, and it's battle 3 or round 3. Yeah, let's just do that.
Alright,
It's
we'll call
starting
them
now.
matches and we'll call each battle a round.
Yeah, a round of mead for Valhalla. First match, third round.
I
Yeah.
can't believe the amount of like role playing people do. Some like because there's a video of guys playing beer pong inside Valheim, and it's just like,
Oh, really?
what? Yeah, and it's just like, you guys
Let's see
watch.
what they got here. We got a few people.
Uh,
A lot of wing hussars, of
oh no,
course.
Spears. At least someone knows the meta. HypaHypa also going pretty heavy on Spears,
Oh,
but not as heavy as TryEasy right now.
that top guy from TryEasy's gone all just purple. They're
Very interesting to
bringing in
see how it is in
Falconetti.
General Pikes, though.
They're bringing in a Falconetti.
I don't know.
To do
Falconetti
what?
could be good in a certain position, because you know the cliff side on the ace side near B.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
So if they set up a
And
halberdier
firing it
behind
to B.
the Falconetti is basically in like can't be touched from the front, so they'll have to go around it
Yeah.
and they'll just get shot. And
Yeah,
not to
but
mention
then
Falconetti's instantly stagger anything it
yeah,
hits.
but the problem is that's taking away one unit to protect another unit instead of like being able to fight. And then on top of that, it runs out of ammo. It's got to run back to the bloody supply point, and it could get run over then.
It could be effective. It could
Yeah, it could
easily be
backfire on
killed.
them. We'll see. We'll see what they do with it.
The weirdest thing is right now is that one
It's
side's gone like heavy Northernlands cavalry, one side's gone full on charge. We've also got two
yeah.
Rattan Rangers coming out from TryEasy. Really I'm really interested to see whether or not HypaHypa is going to whether or not HypaHypa is going to blow through everything that TryEasy sends first, or whether or not HypaHypa is
Mm.
going to lose their Northernlands cavalry early, and TryEasy is going to have their Northernlands cavalry in order to sweep up the rest of
Oh my
HypaHypa.
god, this guy better not go with this bird eye view. Please do not do this again.
We can at least
Zoom
see
in.
all 3 points, I guess.
Oh,
There's too many
yeah.
battles to focus on because HypaHypa's actually winning the battle there next to the A point. 2 people are coming down now. HypaHypa actually winning the majority of the battles. TryEasy getting slaughtered out there. Oh, it does look like the B
What
point.
is did they bring out the Falconetti straight away?
No, didn't look like the
The
Falconetti
cure,
brought the
it's
point straight
pretty much
away.
early still. The developers have actually said this is not the final form of the actual game. They've got so much more that they need to do. They had a Q&A. How long ago was that Q&A, Azakai? It was a couple of weeks ago?
Ah, I thought it was like
A week ago? Maybe a
a
week
month,
ago?
almost a month now. It
Oh,
was
okay,
early
yeah, there you go.
February.
But yeah, this game is. Yeah, they've released it, but it's technically,
They
still
say
early.
it's like early alpha, basically. Still,
Yeah.
the thing
Does that mean
is
when
that
it, does that mean when
it's
it
not what they envision, or
No.
they definitely have bigger dreams. Northernlands Cavalry eating up
But
a
it's,
Hussar. Actually, the Hussar charge being absolutely terrible. TryEasy getting the B point. Yes, they do. They pick up the B point. Means that their
yeah,
base point.
wow.
There's someone actually going towards the base point right now, but does look like
Yeah,
there was one
someone's there.
HypaHypa on the base. Unfortunate. He couldn't fight.
Damn, Hyper not fighting really well as a hero core. They keep
Well,
dying.
actually, they won early on, so I think this is just the respawn.
Hmm.
They're
Yeah, the
winning in
cure, it's
unit
not early.
numbers, but I'm not sure whether or not that's a good sign or a bad sign.
Well, that means that it was all pretty much T5, so there wasn't that many
I can't
low
remember
tier.
what they started the numbers they started with, but HypaHypa needs to be careful because they got swept off at
Yeah,
B.
they
They
need to be
send
careful with these hero deaths too. I'm just looking at the deaths all the time, and I'm like, some of these guys are already on a second.
also these sacrifices for the Northernlands Cavalry, just getting small gains with wasting an entire unit here. I just saw like it's very actually surprising seeing a lot of flame assault veterancies on these Northernlands Cavalry. Ah, because of the lag, the Hussars glitches out, so we don't see their charge properly.
Yeah, they need to be. They need someone from SA to do the clean feed.
Just yeah, to do the clean feed. Oh, was those Hussars or were those? Why did he zoom out?
I don't know. Now he's like, yeah, I'm gonna zoom in. Chancel's yelling at me.
Those were humans. I thought humans were around, blasting right through those Imperial Pike.
Shield maidens are gonna destroy everything with their eyes and other parts.
Lol.
But that's the counter of all units, guys. Female soldiers.
Humans might try to catch these Northernlands Cavalry. TryEasy still sweeping out more HypaHypa. The trade seems to be sort of even. HypaHypa swinging around with Northernlands Cavalry. A grape shot coming out from
A
TryEasy.
lot of spears, man.
I'm not sure if that charge was successful. Doesn't look very successful. A leftover unit for just 5 of them of Northernlands Cavalry. I do think HypaHypa is regrouping. There is a loyal guard on the
Oh
field.
God, wow.
That's whether or not they survive for very long. I mean, down goes a grape shot. I mean, down goes a spear with a grape
Yo,
shot.
I don't think there'll be cabs this season. I think it'll be all infantry.
It's almost guaranteed there's going to be all infantry. Almost
Isn't
guaranteed.
Valkyrie like fantasy?
Valkyries are folklore. They
Yeah,
probably went with shield maidens instead of Valkyries.
yeah.
A triple cap. We actually
Hyper, what are you doing, bro?
TryEasy has now
What?
basically secured their victory. So HypaHypa definitely need to turn it around somehow.
Oh my god, my feelings were right. Okay. Gut feeling always wins. Gut feeling always wins.
Or maybe he's just really lucky at guessing.
I know. I just need to guess the lotto numbers now, and then I'll be a millionaire.
Be a millionaire and stream full time.
If I'm a millionaire, I just play the game forever. I
Just play the
I
game
just
forever.
I just buy a house. I just buy members.
HypaHypa's actually only getting CVAC now, but they're down
This is
60%.
crazy. They're down at almost 30. Well, it finally stopped, but man, that's a big lead now. They do one thing that they do have is a little bit, well, even the unit advantage there's starting to dwindle.
It's being chipped away at slowly. Why is Iron Cap Scouts being deployed? What is this?
Getting desperate. Everything now.
Rattan Rangers actually being very useful here, just shooting
You're
random
part of
units.
TryEasy. Oh, nice. Who's dominating the SA server right now? Is it HypaHypa still, or is it TryEasy?
It should have been HypaHypa, I think. HypaHypa is one of the. You said HypaHypa is basically the Crusaders of SA, so they
Well,
should.
that's what I thought after last season, but I don't know, man. This performance making me doubt them.
No. I mean, like TW wise, HypaHypa is probably the bigger house, but
Oh
like
yeah,
in
I
terms
don't
of
know.
skills, again, like I'm not sure.
How to win certain things. Sometimes Zerg mode wins.
Zerg, sheer numbers.
China
But
#1.
with the beat being capped, HypaHypa might actually be able
They have a
to
chance here.
swing it around.
4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes to turn it all around for them.
And shake
Oh,
it all out.
and the troop counts right now with 4 minutes left
Yeah, so
could be a decider.
we're basically down to just surf units, so whoever's better at heroes, although TryEasy does look like they have more heroes right now. It's 11 to 14. 3 down
Oh, here goes the
for
cap,
HypaHypa.
but it's only a single person capping. He won't be enough
Nah,
to
it'll be
no.
interrupted. He'll just leave. There,
Hyper just need to play aggressive. Get rid of what units are left, or really.
they'll have to make a decisive decision of whether or not to try for a triple cap or just go straight for the base because
Yeah, and it's now who's got the highest tier units, really. Hey, because most of Cav should be gone, I reckon.
yeah, most of the cap
Here's some
is
though. Here's a Cav v Cav. The Try has the character, well, the dual blade. Oh, all the dual blades using that. He's got more Cavs though, and he's got no help. So if that spear loses,
What do you mean spear loses? You mean this horse?
yeah,
Nah, he's
he
probably
lost
just
most of it.
controlling. He's probably staying with his unit.
Yeah, comes a push.
Less
Azakai,
than
what
3
happened to your
minutes to
stream?
go.
Oh no, it's back.
Down goes another horse for HypaHypa. They're probably running out of horses. A good spot for a ballista if you're trying to defend the base. And you need to be stationed at A. Demigod being out of position here. He's going to get swarmed by 5 heroes. 2 spears going after him. Down goes his horse. Down he goes. 2 spears trying to combo him to death. He does go down.
Again, owned right now. Go TryEasy. Woo! I'm not biased at all. So I just went with them because I had this weird
I don't
feeling
know
that
who these teams are. I just guessed one and I just got guessed wrong, unfortunately.
Try it's not 2 minutes.
2 minutes for HypaHypa to make up or a 60-point lead.
Shot in the face.
Grape
Ow.
shots are real.
Grape shot just smashes him in the face. So apparently TryEasy is the dominant force right now in SA.
As it was Reapers in his moments? Now it's Try moment.
Was a
Oh
good
no,
house.
he's talking about the tournament. Or is that like just a season in general?
I think season in general. DQ, what are you talking about? Is it the season or the tournaments? Because I just want to know who's dominant in your like server, like who's
Like in
the best
TW, we're
at
talking about TW.
TW,
Who's the
like territory war.
strongest in territory war? It's a manhunt. A manhunt. They're going after Sombra.
This poor short bow. Yeah, wow. This is an upset and a half. But I mean, this is revenge for last year or last season.
Yeah, they did. TryEasy did lose to HypaHypa last season. With less than a minute to go, they need to make up for 60 points. I don't even think they have enough time to make up for 60 points. Even with a base
Nah,
cap and a triple cap, they won't even make it to 30.
nah. I'm surprised.
With only four guys left.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not just pushing him out and just trying to finish the game. Capture that last point, lads.
TryEasy's not letting a fly through with all of those units on top of them. But now here comes the manhunt for the remaining two. Zaishin goes down. With only four guys, so 3 guys spawned on the other side.
Poor Sombra.
11, 10. Well, I mean, like, it's a guaranteed win. There's no real contest here.
So what happened to Reapers then? 'Cause I remember Reapers, but what happened to him?
Wait, is Reaper a
Reapers
house?
is our house, yeah. Because I remember them in the tournament last season. I just don't know what happened to them. I didn't see them this season. So did they disband? So yeah, first match goes to TryEasy. We got an N. Got an N. Now we have the next one is Renegades versus Death.
Yeah, I also heard about that. SA had Mongolia defended by the cohort. The cohort was the strongest this season. Yeah, it's because everyone didn't want to do their own house anymore. Just join the cohort. Renegades versus Death.
Uh-huh. So Reapers disbanded due to dispute, the season where they lost an important capital rep. Those disputes always don't end well. I can't believe Yujun returned.
Huh?
I thought I'd never see him.
Nah, with Torquin's group basically disappearing, I mean, like, Eugen was basically by himself.
I just thought he'd never come back because he left the first time, and that wasn't a very. It wasn't like, yeah.
Interesting pick ban. Death doesn't like Constantinopolis, and Renegades don't like Wolfort.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to see Warfort at least, but we'll probably see Kura Castle and Harbour City.
Yeah, one person chose Kura Castle, the other one chose Valley Fortress. Valley Fortress being popular on this side is very interesting for me. I love seeing Valley Fortress mainly because it's different from what we normally see. Also, Death, they have to choose such an edgy name. Hilarious that they fought against Save Us. Just name-wise, I mean. Well, I wouldn't be surprised since, like, it's a niche game and very few people play it, and so when you're basically part of the unique crowd of, like, the only people playing something, you kind of get your own sense of pride. Fortunately, me and Viro are still part of this group where we just get absolutely bodied by like non-English speaking players. Actually, I take
Ah,
that back. You got to like 2300 ranked points, didn't you? What
yeah.
did you get a ranking or you didn't make it?
Nah, I was trying to push for it, but the next one was 2398, and I was like, ah! Yeah,
Oof.
so close. And that's because I missed like first 3 weeks of it, and then in the middle of it as well. But next season, I'm here. I'm fucking aiming for
Nah,
that top 100.
you only start from the very beginning if you want to be the top.
Yeah, well, I do. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go for top.
No,
We
no,
need.
no. When I mean by top, I mean like the top 20. You need to start from the very
Yeah,
beginning.
well, I'm gonna try to aim for it, but I'll be happy to be
50,
top
50
100.
below 50 like the top 50 to 100, you can actually basically start anytime and get up to it because no one's
Mm,
that hardcore. Like there's not that many
true.
hardcore people.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to aim for at least. I want to be in the top 100, but if I can be higher, great. Because I want to like. And John Rima as well. I think will do the same. We'll push. We'll push hard.
I'll
We'll put
push for
RPs.
2100 this season as well.
I'm gonna make everyone push with 2100
I
this
think
season.
2100 has to be the minimum because considering
Yeah,
that it was 30,000 ranked points,
yeah,
that's 2,000 each. So 2100 shouldn't be that difficult
yeah, exactly. I'm
if you want to
hoping
be in the tournament, that is.
Saria's group will actually play this season, and then that'd be good. We'll have more people actually doing it.
Looks like people are not interested in the Death versus Renegade match. You got lost
They're
half your
like,
viewers, man.
fuck this, we're done. See ya.
They only wanted to watch HypaHypa versus TryEasy. I thought so. I thought it was going to be something like that, like
I
the
think
only
that's the
interesting
main. I
matches.
think that's like the main event for SA.
Probably.
The main event of the
It's actually
evening.
really funny because they still have the lower bracket, so HypaHypa might just come out from the lower bracket and
And
win.
win the whole thing.
Nah, that'd be
So
hilarious.
same for Wildfire. You never know. They might be like, guys, let's just
We
do
ate
it.
it once. Now we're gonna come back stronger than ever. We're gonna be meta. We're gonna be
Yeah. Kurakasol, let's go.
correct castle. 7 short swords. That's not a broken class at all.
Jesus. Can't believe there's so many.
Honestly, I like every time I'm seeing this many short swords, they're only using it because of Ironside, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
move it down to medium armor, so people like there's more of a drawback for not having Ironside on, and people have to play around the fact that they have lower
And then
base
on top
armor.
of that, like in the normal like server, not the tournament, if you have the full epic set, your Ironside is almost like instant
You
because it's
got
like
like
12
less.
seconds and then I think 8 seconds cooldown, then you can do it again.
Yeah, there's an 8-second downtime, and it's
Fucking so crazy. I love it. Like when I do rank, I use my epic set, and then when I'm just being a player, I use my
Ironside's
normal.
too powerful of ability to allow short sword to like be heavy armor class.
Mm.
It needs to be shifted down to medium armor, and I think some of its scalings for like some of its abilities need to be increased, especially some of its slashing stuff.
Hey, you reckon when this game becomes fully like launched, like they've got everything they want, everyone's gonna have to restart?
If they ever do a Conqueror's Blade 2, yeah.
Damn it.
I think they'll be like Conqueror's Blade like respawn, like or like some
Mm,
kind of like reborn or a
yeah,
relaunch. And what will happen is that we will get a special code that gives us like a benefit for starting up new again.
we're doing yeah. That's happened to me before. Oops. I'm like started controlling to control the camera. I'm like, oh wait, I'm just not.
Trying to control the camera.
Why is it not moving?
Actually, very strange that Death would have a lot of their a lot of their shield units deployed automatically.
Mm,
I would have my pike units ready just in case they do a
yeah, just
sally.
in case Sully, yeah. And even then, like you don't want your shields being shot at already by
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like you're better off shooting units on the ground than you are shooting the siege towers, with the weapons with the weapon spawn or with the natural
Mm.
weapon spawns because they get shut down real fast. I say real fast, but it does look like Death is struggling on some of these ones. The Culverin does go down. First Death. What happened here? Jewel Blade climbs up, instantly murders a Longbows, and gets out. He does lose a horse in the process, though. Wow. Holy cow. Plunderer is just like... I hope he gets the other Longbows. I hate Longbows. I love me Jewel Blade, that just doesn't let them get away. Although their recovery skills are bullshit. Being
Yeah,
CC
dual
immune.
blades are just crazy once they lock you down.
Yeah. I've said this before, that all choke skills are broken, but Jewel Blade's choke skill is the most egregious in terms of like how broken they are. But at the
Mm.
same time, if Jewel Blade didn't have Death Mark, it's not a good class. I'm just like,
It'll be a useless class. It'll be like a yeah. No one will play it probably.
nah, no one would play it because I don't think anyone would be able to without its like bullshit one shot potential. I mean, it like as an assassination class, like if you're heavy armor, it already super struggles. Like it's almost impossible to kill heavy armor classes as a dual blade. Medium armor classes, you can get away if they're somewhat damaged. Light armor classes are easy prey, the easiest. But
Definitely, you pull bows and always get hunted by dual blades.
a lot of times, like dual blade just CC me and just like runs the fuck away because they know they can't kill me. Especially when they see the damage of their death mark be basically zero.
I don't understand how I get killed. I'm a heavy user, right? But I get killed by dual blades.
Oh, that if they do the sneak attack,
The ulti.
no,
Yeah.
the sneak attack. It's the invisible. It's their invisibility slash attack. That does massive damage. Also ignores defenses.
Oh yeah. So that's what they normally do. They'll death mark me or whatever when they do that stupid,
Go invisible and then like
and then
do
yeah,
this.
then slash, and
Yeah.
I'm dead.
So there's two
Yeah.
factors for that skill to be basically OP. It does 200% damage if it's a back attack. It also ignores defenses. So
Yeah.
it's an
Yeah. That makes sense.
yeah. So it's basically a pure damage skill which can't be negated at all. Which is actually fine by design. I mean, like Jewel Blade really needs a skill like that, but having access, honestly, the fact that like invisibility is so accessible to Jewel Blade is probably one of the biggest benefit it's got.
That mortar's doing a good job hitting that point
It's
at the
actually a
moment.
scorpion.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's actually a scorpion. If it was a mortar,
But to
those
be
mortar
fair,
crossbows
man,
would have been knocked down.
scorpions right now, like I use them. I get so much kills from them now. They just continuously burn things. Oh, it's a
It's
good
so
push.
good at scorpions with the fire changes. It's so underestimated, especially when you're dealing with just like mass serfs and stuff. So scorpions, like you want sometimes scorpions to be you want to get to the scorpions rather than the cannons on maps because when you need those artillery kills, an easy shot at like serfs running towards the siege weapons can net you like 10 plus kills, and if you're really lucky, you can kill the whole unit with one shot, and it's really funny. Death getting burned. Well, Death getting burned to death by the looks of it. They have a bunch of people going for the back point here. Mass cavalry being deployed though. Imperial pikes in the back does catch these loyal guards. Northern Lands cavalry trying to burst their way through here. Northern Lands
Oh man,
cavalry getting
I'm
CC'd.
having a cough attack right now.
Lol.
Okay, and now my internet's having a seizure. What the fuck?
Well,
It's
that was pretty savage. Northern Lights Cavalry just devastating the loyal guards. Man, are you sure you're not like really sick?
I think I might have been.
Have you seen a doctor? You should see a doctor. Go to your general GP. I'm pretty sure appointments are free. Oh, these Expedition Knights are by themselves getting pushed down. But Loyal Guard's coming up behind. Could be a massive flank.
Good move
Oh,
here by those little guards. Oh, that's
here
sandwiched
comes.
down.
They turn around and Imperial Pike comes
Look
up
at the
their
way.
asses. Loyal Guards to
Oh,
their front, Imperial Pikes to their
damn,
back.
that was a nice sandwich. That Musket's trying to slow it down, but he's
Not stopping the point cap
yeah.
somehow?
You can't stop it there anymore. I think they changed it because people
Abusing it too much?
yeah. Because I've
Yeah,
been
I did.
trying to do that, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I doing? And then you can see it. It's just like right. It's almost off it. So good though.
Yeah, I think they need to reduce the radius or just remove that one thing. That stupid
Yeah.
stupid thing.
I don't know what that is even doing though. It's like a. So is that a sunlight? Like a sun window? Here comes some cabs coming around. They saw the pikes though. They're sort
Lord
of
of Russia is just
they're
getting
shooting.
pushed through. No support right now. I can barely see some of the cavalry running around. Northernland's cavalry staring down an entire army of pikes.
Yeah. They're like, ooh, do I want to go through there? But here comes Wing Hussars. That's a little bit more scary now. Wing Hussars coming
Monastics also
through.
being deployed.
Oh,
Interesting pick.
here comes the Wing Hussars now.
Wing Hussars
Phew!
going for
Oh, they've been
the...
advanced on. And this is the OP-ness of advance.
Oh, wow. The chain advance, but one side does break through.
Yeah,
Northernland's cavalry
they
need to
broke.
push onto the spent Imperial Pikes. Imperial Pikes have no advance. That means the special abilities from... Whoa. Oh, no, they were just slowed. For a second, I thought they had advance still. Apparently, they kept their Monastic Knights in reserve to finish up the Imperial Pikes. Renegades sweeping Death out of the city. 100 humans being charged in, actually. I can barely see which direction they are. The Imperial Pikes survived. The Imperial Pikes that got charged by Northernland's cavalry and Monastics survived somehow. Or dying now.
A lot of units. There's still a lot of units left as well. 800 each.
20 in favor of Renegade, but that means basically nothing. Renegade's still holding the supply point inside.
Yeah.
Death not getting a foothold. 6 minutes to go. I think Renegade might decide for a double defense here, defending both B and the base point. You won't be able to slow 100 humans down with Village Watchmen. They're just bursting right through to base? Nope. They turned off. Going back to B. Winged Hussars. Where are they going? Not charging.
Wing Hussars.
Flame Assault being controlled very poorly.
Which skill do you like better? Flame Assault or
Valor? Valor all the way. It's basically an auto-targeting charge.
I still need to learn how to use it properly. I'm not very effective with those skills yet. I don't understand them properly.
My clean feed keeps cutting itself. What the hell? Come on.
So while wow, already pushing for the base. I'm like, well, there's a lull. No, there's no lull. They're already pushing through. A lot of cars, grape shots. Oh, into that little corner, and they're dead. But here comes a charge from behind. More Wing Hussars. More units coming through. B's gonna get taken. Base looks like it's in trouble.
But Renegade is still holding strong, even though with that number of Northernland's cavalry cannot punch through.
You know what Death should be doing right now? Sending someone at the back so they can't resupply.
Oh. Even if they could do that, I think the number of resupplies is already too late.
Units dying everywhere. Heroes dying everywhere.
My internet just... I don't know what's wrong with my internet. It's not streaming the clean feed properly.
It's happening to me. It happened to me too. Like mine keeps like it's Australian internet for you. Welcome to Australia, where the internet is the best.
It's like we're streaming a battle that's that's happening in South America, that's being streamed to a person in Hong Kong, and that's then being streamed to Australia.
It's like 3 different. Oh no, that musket! Get out of there! No.
I wonder if there's any permadeaths actually.
Yeah, I'd love to see the. All right, mate. Open up the tab. Tab it. Tab it.
Actually, very surprisingly, after that exchange, we've Death actually picked up more a bigger lead in terms of units. Well, maybe it's because of the mass cavalry, but I don't know. Maybe Death is actually critical instead. We've probably got more high tier units coming out from Renegade than we do Death now. So they have time. 7 minutes is good time. They'll have at least enough time for 2 good assaults.
Yeah.
Whether or not they have
So-
anything worthwhile, I don't know why they're climbing a ladder here.
Don't know. Faster.
What do you mean faster? Walking around and up the
Just being
stairs is
sarcastic.
just as fast.
And then
Those
they get
Metallators,
hit by,
surprisingly.
they get hit by that cannon right in the face when they climbed up. Oh shit! So there's another thing that a lot of people are doing, and they ask you for the receipt and the IMEI of the phone that you're selling.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm not a fucking baby, mate. I know what you're trying to do. And then they act like it's going to be a hassle. I'm like, I'll give you the IMEI and all the details when you pick up the phone. But maybe I'll waste time. Like, I can guarantee you it's not blocked. And apparently what they do is they grab the IMEI and the receipt from you, and then they do a insurance claim to say it's missing. Yeah, little fucks.
Plunderers. Again, this is why I don't handle secondhand selling. I just get it destroyed. Oh, Plunderer, run! He survived all of that, but dies at the end.
I think Don Boy just permadeath just now.
I think more people on Death sides are permadeath. They do have a couple more troops. Flamethrowers actually burning an army right now. We've got Imperial Pike Guards getting messed up by a mole.
Ooh.
They haven't advanced. They choose to advance now, maybe getting out. Northernland's cavalry, again, very difficult to control them because did you see when they activated Landslide, they walked right past the mole, turned around, tried to kill him, but needed to turn around again because he died.
Have we not been seeing much Pavis in this game?
No.
Or
well, not for this one. Last
Oh, he on the flank.
when
Wing us off.
I think when HypaHypa did their defense, I think when HypaHypa was doing defense and like TryEasy was doing their attack, there was a couple of Pavis from TryEasy. Treb's missing. Does look like one Pike Militia just probably being very annoying right now. That's hilarious. A good setup. Well, not a good setup. I mean, looking at some high tier units coming out from Renegade now.
Yeah, I don't think Death had more unit count, but then I think a lot of it was low tier units left.
Yeah, like they've already hit critical with their high tier units. We're looking at just an army of serfs, but that will do nothing if they don't catch the high tier units that Renegade still has.
Yeah,
Imperial pikes on these stairs will sweep this woodcutter pile easily.
They have Northern Lance, and I think they still have Wing Hussars.
I didn't see a Winged Hussar, but I did definitely see a Northern Lance. It will be devastating to see any Winged Hussar charges, especially since like it's so difficult for heroes to catch cavalry as it is. Oh, this actually might be a good pickup. Killing the mole exchange, one for each. The only problem is that Death has time. The only problem is that I think the hero battle they're losing. They probably got some permadeath because There goes another one. Oh, he does get out. Someone saved him.
Save him. He's on his last health.
The hero battle. Oh, there's a javelin throw, but it is from a domain javelineer. Very surprising. Another Imperial Pike March. This one will be more difficult to deal with. Bottom line, Imperial Pikes are tanky buggers.
Short on trying to kill that musket.
I hate Maul. I hate Maul. I hate Maul
Oh,
because
good hit.
ever since I figured out that oh, I didn't realize one of Death guys were down on the ground.
Yeah,
Probably a bad idea.
he did. Now he did because he.
Ever since I figured out that Maul's Q is CC immune, I absolutely hate Maul. Like, it's more shit that Maul doesn't need.
Moors, they need to fix that. That once they fix that
Fast forward.
sprinting,
They need a nerf fast forward to the ground.
they just need enough. Is it fast forward when they grab you and then run off like a fucking?
No. Fast forward is the sprinting skill. I have no problem with close combat grapple.
I don't like that. I don't mind you being able to grab someone, but being able to run faster than a person without a person on their like back.
Oh, the fact
It's
that
just
they run
ridiculous.
as fast as sprinting, like,
Yeah,
is annoying. They should be walking speed at most.
yeah, should be. Got to what? These fucking superpowers all of a sudden.
Carrying an extra guy and still sprinting
I'm
faster.
Superman. I can fly as well, you know.
They did
And then I
say
can
that
drop.
they might add a mechanic for you to struggle, so you might be able to get out. But
Oh yeah, like pressing a button real quickly. Oh, so man, there'll be broken keyboards in the future then.
everyone just
You just-
slapping their keyboard every time they get grabbed. Let me go!
Oh.
Release me! Oh, only 9 heroes out from Death. Does look like Renegades got this base point down packed. It's
Yeah.
just a hero battle. Barely any units left for either side. Forte could be critical. Actually, there's a Metallitor in there. Metallitor's a pain in the ass because they can knock you down constantly.
Yeah, getting a fucking
The ones
cannonball in your
with
face.
the top line ones with 25% accuracy, that like sniping ability of just knocking a single hero down just in a chain is so funny, especially when it happens to me because I can't get up until I die. Yeah, there was a wing to song. Down
Yeah.
goes like 9. I think 9 of them just now, or was that like
Fully up, boys.
less than
Oh.
20 seconds to go now? Impossible to push Renegade off and capture the base point. Does look like Renegade's gonna win their defense.
First battle goes to Renegade.
Ugh.
Renegade 2-0.
You think it's gonna be a 2-0 one again? Oh, a
It's
2-0 one?
what's the other one that they chose? It was that weird one, right? The
Valley
Valley
Fortress, yes.
Yeah, because C's very hard to take.
Can be.
Very hard if especially if you just
There were
put
6
all your
people
efforts.
permadeath on
Yeah.
on Death's side by the end of that. Wow, actually, barely anyone died from Renegade's side. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
no, one guy got permadeath. A
Yeah.
musket. Oh, unlucky.
But yeah, you can see how important being a good hero fighter is as well now in tournaments.
Well, when we first faced off against NetEase, they were so good and efficient at killing the heroes that I'm pretty sure before they even captured the base, there was only 5 heroes alive at one point.
Yeah,
And they had like 9 minutes left to capture the base point.
they literally stomped us based on the fact that they were better, more efficient at killing.
Not to mention they had some like hardcore strategies in order to just beat us to hell.
Yeah.
I mean, the artillery push, like the climb and artillery push on the on eastern wall, was nothing we've seen before. We've never seen anyone use ladders to climb.
Yeah, there were so many things that we learned from NetEase, and now everyone's like implemented it in their playstyle. Yeah, definitely, John. I actually wanted to because you know how you can do custom games on this one. I actually asked the devs if I can run a weekly tournament league, but they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do the same thing," and I'm like, "Yeah, when are you gonna do it?" And this was 3 seasons ago because I was asking them to access this server. I'm gonna ask again, but they'll probably say no again because they want to do it themselves. They don't want some player to do it. But yeah, I had it all planned out. I was asking for teams that wanted to enter, and then they were like, "Nah, I can't do it." I'm like, "Ah, you motherfuckers." Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, sure they are. It was possible at one stage when you know how back in the old day when pursuits were 15v15. I was gonna do it that way, but now they've dropped it down to 5v5, so I can't do it, which sucks. But
What do you
we'll
mean dropped it
see.
down to 5v5?
You know how pursuits are now 5v5 maximum to go in?
It was never 15v15.
Yeah, it
Not my
was.
experience.
Yeah, I think you came in when it was 5v5.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I had it all planned out to do this on open world because we did it before with when we were still friends with VN House. We ran like um a small tournament, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do this as a weekly thing, and then. Oh really? Yeah, dude. This is where Zerg's just dominated the field battle because they would be able to come over and attack someone, and because you want to help your teammate, everyone will go in, but they just outnumber you because they could just put 15 players in that battle. I can't, man. Oh yeah, yeah. My God, you guys have never because I actually thought of bringing it back last season or this season, I think, but
Yeah,
then
with
they
an area
reverted
denial
back.
as well.
Hmm.
Force people who were around the battle to also be forced into the battle.
Yeah, I don't
But
think they're.
apparently they broke it somehow and they decided not to bring it. They eventually
Yeah,
got the ruler's flag in. They didn't split the field camp into the siege camp and the medi camp.
yeah. No, it's too much work. I don't think they need to worry about that. Just this field camp's fine. I like
I
the
didn't
whole.
realize the field camp could run out of food.
Yeah, this season it did. I think the previous seasons it didn't.
Nah, I've never seen a field camp
Yeah.
run out of food. I've never seen. Okay, they also changed it that the field camps are now instantly destroyed when you cap them.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
That's,
I'm not kidding. Instantly destroyed when you cap them.
yeah, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can't take over field camps anymore. They get instantly destroyed. You have to build your own, so you can't take someone else's.
Lame. Wrong server.
Huh? What wrong server?
No, that's like wrong server. 100 USD. 100 USD, you can get it.
Wait, what? Did he
I
ask?
don't know. I'm just reading the current chat right now. I don't know what happened. This guy goes, "I need a weapon. Please, how get?" And then the guy's like, "Wrong server." And then the OBS guy's like,
100
"The server's like
USD.
100
You
USD you
can
can
get
get."
it.
This poor guy's gone into the wrong server to start a new character. I'm pretty sure, like, mate, tournament server, like, what?
He's like, it's in the server name. You'd think like things would be more self-explanatory when like people read
Common
stuff.
sense is not as common as you think.
Like read the news or read like every time someone asks when does maintenance end, I'm just like, I'm just
And the thing is, maintenance is the same every time. They don't change it.
yeah.
Never changes. Never changes. But it's the same problem that I run into with like roll call. Every week, we never change anything. It's always the same process.
Where do I
They
sign
just
up?
do that, and it's like, okay. Now I've literally got to set reminders to post. Otherwise, I'm like, people are just gonna fucking ask me. People still ask me. So the guy that was asking for the receipt and the IME, I'm like, he's like, nah, nah, it's all good. I don't want to waste my time, blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, I can guarantee you it's not. And then he goes, no, all good, thanks. And I'm like, yeah, good luck with the insurance claim. And he calls me a scammer, and I'm like, nice one there. It's not my first time of dealing with your
This is
type.
not my first rodeo.
Yeah, and then he's like, just leaves. I'm like, cool, see ya.
It's really funny because just like, I bet you both believe you're scammers. So both sides of the party believe they're scammers, but
No,
they're still
we
trying
definitely
to do
are.
this deal while believing that they're not trying to scam the other guy.
Because there's no way in the world, like, there's nothing that will help him prove that the phone is
Belongs to him.
yeah. Like, there's no way for them to tell. Like, that's why I'm like, why do you need a receipt? I'm like, I'll give you the receipt when you get it. And he goes, oh, I want to check if it's blocked. I'm like, you can check that when you come here. Like, you can do all that in person. But then one of my friends, he's like, yeah, they do that because they get the IME and then the receipt and they send it to the insurance provider, and then all of a sudden your phone that you just got will get
Blocked.
IME blocked because they've done an insurance claim. I'm like, little sneaky fuckers.
Never give out your IME9 number.
Oh, I can give anything away until like they're in person and they're paid for it.
Money first, phone later.
Yeah. And it's like a good deal because like I'm getting these new Samsungs from the Samsung store for like cheap price. So I sell them for like 1,500, and the phone's worth for 2K. So they're saving like $500. Brand new, not even open box. So I'm like, people like trying to lowball so hard too. They'll be like, "Oh, I'll buy it off you for 1,100." And one guy wants to like trade me off computer. It's an MSI gaming computer i7, gaming laptop i7. I'm like, okay, I don't know much about things, so no thanks.
I don't trust trades.
Yeah,
At
I
the
don't
same time,
know.
I'm just like,
I'm just worried. No, it's the fact that I'm gonna have to try to sell them later, and I'm like, nah, too much effort. I don't care if he's giving me like $5,000 worth of products. It's just gonna be too much effort. It's already too much effort for me to do this, but I'm just doing it because it's like easy money normally to just sell a Samsung phone brand new.
I remember, I remember a friend of mine being like, "Can I pay you back in essential oils? Did you get scammed into a pyramid scheme in buying essential oils, and that's why you asked me, for the loan?" And he went, "Yes."
Oh god,
And I just said, "You don't need to pay me back. Just get rid of the essential oils."
good old essential oils make you younger forever.
At this point, I'm just like, I'm not even gonna even think of ways to use this. Just get rid of all of it because I don't care that you spent the money on it. I care that you got tricked into buying it, thereby
Yeah.
this much. Also, you're not a salesman. Neither am I. So I'm not helping you sell this shit.
Just imagine all the other things he'll get scammed onto in the future because he got scammed from essential oils.
He almost got scammed to go to his bank, withdraw his money.
Serious? Oh my god.
Yeah, it was from. Oh god, he was just like, "This is a police officer. We'll connect you. We'll connect
Oh
to a police officer. You are under investigation. We have an arrest warrant. We have a warrant for your arrest."
no! Oh no!
And I was just like,
Oh, this poor kid. Yeah. There's also those the tax ones now that they call through. And they're like, "This is the taxation office." Have you had that one yet? Have had any
I
calls like
haven't
that?
gotten a I haven't got a tax office one before.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because you get some working in telco. We get old people and they bring their emails and it's like a tax thing, and you can see from a mile it's fake. And I'm like, What? Like, why do you believe that?
I don't. The funniest ones are ones that I don't understand because like there's this one automated call for like the Chinese embassy, and it's just like, this is the Chinese embassy, and then it starts speaking in Chinese, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
excellent scam call.
Yeah. All
Calls a
right.
person that doesn't understand Chinese, so I don't even know what the fuck is happening.
The Renegade is attacking Valley Fortress. Oh no, Valley Fort,
Yeah, Valley
which
Fortress.
is an interesting choice because I think C is very hard to take. If Death can do a very like if they can set up properly,
I
if they
I
can keep
guess.
those
I mean, like,
Falconetti.
I saw what they had. It doesn't look terribly difficult. The only problem
Hmm,
is that if Renegade can't deal with the Northern Lance cavalry, I have less issues with like hussars if people can like coordinate very well. But when you've
yeah,
got a mass of Northern Lance cavalry in a tight area,
yeah.
they can like literally brute force because they're just stacking too many units on top of each other.
We John Rima and I and Spike Xeon were playing last night, and yeah, we're playing this one, and it was just so hard. And that was public, I know, but it was so hard to get C. All the firing that's coming from the supply point as well, because they'll set up like a Falconetti of
Oh,
that.
every time. It's just like nowadays it's just Falconetti shooting down the stairs, so
Mm.
nothing can get up that stairs without taking a
And
face
it's like
full of
unlimited ammo
cannonballs.
because they're on a freaking supply point too.
Yeah, they'll never run out of ammo. They won't stop firing. And the frequency of the firing even makes just trying to run up there as a hero
Mm.
annoying.
Dude, as soon as they hit you, it's like your units are like stunned and they go down and then they get hit again.
It's a knockdown.
I know, it's the most annoying fucking. Ugh. All right, well, enough whinging about this map, but let's see how they go and approach this.
I don't think they're going to be very successful in destroying any of the siege towers. They're trying really hard on the west one to bring it down.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's enough firepower right now, and they're also
They
Renegade are
actually,
doing a good job being active with the ladders too, not just keeping them like
yeah, the ladder.
Renegade getting killed too. What the hell?
Wow, getting
Oh, these
that
short
longbow doing
swords are
well.
getting pushed back. They're running away. They're
Just
getting chased.
Battalions.
They're gonna try and resupply, but I think they're gonna try to stop the resupply. Are they?
It'll be a wonder to see a
None
stop out
comes.
resupply with just serfs.
Yeah,
A good
none comes
choice.
at the bottom there.
The control of the wall does give them both the frontal siege towers up, but the west side
Yeah,
siege tower did go down, so it'll be second generation. Not sure if they're gonna need it though.
it'll be
Down goes
interesting
a
to see what
mole.
Death does as well. Whether once A gets taken, whether they'll just all retreat to C.
A or B gets taken, just retreat to C. There's
Yeah,
literally no point staying on the ground because normally on the ground it's just like being patrolled by tons of cavalry in the
yeah.
next phase. Loyal guards being pushed not
Oh damn,
towards
flames.
A, surprisingly, but there's a flamethrower and Fortibra. Oh wow, there's a flamethrower set, Fortibraccio set.
Everything is set there. They should be taken here. They should not be able to push through. These units coming up are just
Maybe they.
getting wasted right now. They should have might as well just retreat now. There's no point.
Yeah,
They're
a
pretty
waste of
set there.
units to force your way through across the Fortibraccio as well. Not to mention in a better position up on up on some kind of weird platform. So you're walking into it. So that's annoying. Ah, Wraith King shooting in the back of Fortibraccio. Nothing more than I hate nothing more than a longbow just shooting at your unit from a distance.
Yeah.
I
And then
don't
they
care about the
shoot.
Falconettis. I don't care about the any other ranged unit. It's just literally the one longbow just shooting your units. I'm just
Look, it's
like,
a full retreat. Nope, it's not a full retreat.
switch to lots of cavalry. Looks like they want to use their Northernlands cavalry to fight B.
That is down
I
one.
think
Hey,
I
yeah.
think Renegade's choice to stay with their current units and not switch out for more cav with more hard counter for Cav. It will probably cost them this. Well, let's see their approach. There could be enough Imperial Pikes, but they may lose all of their loyal guards when they don't need to. I say they don't need to lose their loyal guards. They're very slow, so this is a good sign that they may be preparing. But
Yeah, they're taking their time, which is good because they do have a lot of time. So they took A pretty quickly. Oh, they're
bursting
coming out with
through 5 units of cavalry coming through. It looks like it will be a cavalry battle.
here comes the cab rush, but they're gonna get sandwiched here by both cabs. Oh no,
Whoa. Will it be
bad.
a third flank here? But it does look the main infantry mass going for that supply point now. The trade-off of cavalry does look to be terribly in Death's favor here. Renegade might have wasted the tier 5 cavalry.
That was a waste. That got absolutely destroyed.
But it does look like they are trying to secure. Oh, Northern Lights cavalry making it halfway through. I don't know if it's being successful in damaging. Does look like they're actually sweeping up the
Oh, they
Renegade on the
pushed them
supply
back.
point. That's very
That's
unfortunate, losing both the loyal guards,
Now
including
they
a
have
mass of
the
tier 5 cavalry.
now they have Falconetti shooting down towards that direction too. That gets annoying as well. Falconetti's shooting.
That exchange was awful for Renegade.
Yeah. Units are still very evenly matched though. Um, but yeah, it looks like Death aren't giving up B easily. So I just didn't see. I don't see what was. I don't know why Renegade went with that weird cav charge in the middle and then got sandwiched. And
Yeah,
how many units got lost in that battle? It was
I
like
think
two
rough.
lots of units.
I think five sets of cav because there were 5 heroes running with
Wow.
the cavalry. So,
True. Yeah, that's a lot of high tier units gone.
not to mention that the push at the supply point also died. So,
Yeah.
for what it's worth, Death got a massive exchange in their favor. They'll still
It's
have tier
just
5 cavalry available.
it's just weird. Hey, like looking at Death's attack, I'm like, they're alright, but now the defense is quite good. And now Renegade's looking like the noob team.
Maybe they're both better at defending. Again,
Yeah.
sometimes defense only needs a little bit of coordination, where attack needs way more coordination because a single slip up could end up killing your entire team.
Yeah. That's true.
So although they're
Oh,
being slow, they're definitely not taking advantage of positions that
oh
they
damn, that
had.
cannon did not last very long.
It's getting shot by something.
Straight away.
I'm very interested to see what warband setup lets them have domain Javelineers. Why would you go with domain Javelineers?
Maybe isn't that the same as a pike militia?
The
The
cost is the same, I think.
mm,
But I mean, my this is my personal opinion, but I would go with Javelin Militia if you're not going to go
yeah.
with Pike Militia. Mainly because their charge ability is absolutely hilarious to use. The fact that it does
I remember. I remember when we were trying out, testing out units, and we had the how many pike militias did we use to charge at that one unit?
Iron Reefers. Okay, like
Yeah,
first of all, Iron Reefers, while charging, are completely immune to everything.
yeah. It was the funniest like thing because we had like 10, I think we had like 5 pike militias against one.
I mean, we had like 5 Javelin militias against one
Mm,
Iron Reaper, and I think the Iron Reaper won.
that's right. I think we were trying to test whether low tier units, a massive low tier units, could beat one T5, and it failed
And nah, it didn't work.
hard.
Unless they're direct counters like Pike Militia, it won't work. I think that exchange of
Ooh,
Cav again being
oh,
absolutely awful here
oh,
for Renegade.
Renegade managed to grab one guy, and now he's getting beaten up to a pulp.
Yeah,
There goes
but
that
3
glaive.
other heroes died in the process. Them picking
Yeah,
up 1 or 2 doesn't seem to be a good trade. Renegade losing all round by the looks of it. They're trying to do a split push, but they're not holding any ground. They have the wall, but the wall doesn't seem to not giving them any favors here. Pike Militia does look to be going on to kill some Namcans. Oh, did I just hiccup as I coughed?
Oh no, that was weird sound that you made. I was like, oh, did you just choke on something?
I coughed and I hiccuped, and then I choked because like I was breathing
Because it
in.
was weird.
Yeah, it was just so weird. Ugh.
We're just both getting sick from all the streaming that we're doing.
Nah, I think I'll lose my voice at the end of this. I mean, it's 3 days of like 4 hour streamings, and I'm just like,
Mm.
wow. They they did all of these matches super tight. I'm just like, and now you're gonna wait a week before any other matches.
I
But
think
I
everyone's
just
like, need a break.
realized is that I checked the net ease.
Yeah,
They're actually doing streams every. They're actually doing the net ease stream every single night during the weekday.
really.
Yeah, that's why they're not that's why they can't do the that's why they don't do the Asia division um during the weekdays
Yeah.
because they're doing the NetEase ones now. Well, not now, but like
Did
tonight
they
they're doing
make
the
the
NetEase one.
NetEase one like a proper like because
It is. It's a
I think
proper.
that's a lot.
They have 32 teams in
Yeah,
the NetEase ones.
it's like a proper league. Like that's what they should. I wonder when they're gonna introduce a weekly league. That'd be nice and fun.
A weekly one? Ah, no idea.
Yeah. Because remember how I told you I was approaching them about it, and they said, "Oh, we're gonna do it," and that was like 2 or 3 seasons ago. Fucking
It's not a weekly one. It's a seasonal one. So I guess they don't
yeah,
understand the difference.
yeah. Maybe Chensu.
They're actually gaining some ground inside, but they
Yeah,
just
they
wasted
are.
another Northernlands cavalry. The Northernlands cavalry actually getting caught by Pike Militia here
They're wasting a lot of high tier units right now for
for nothing.
bad exchanges, really. Because, like you said, Pike Militia is stopping them. T5 versus a T2, and they're losing.
Yeah. But
And
I
they're not
mean, Pike
even.
Militia being a dedicated counter, it does have
Mm,
the possibility of countering cavalry, but cavalry can easily brute force it. I don't know how. I mean, like in. I don't know how sometimes situations where low tier units are extremely effective, but Pike Militia just maybe be one of the outliers.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes down, minute and 35 seconds left. This could. Oh, they abandoned
They
B.
abandoned B. Whether or
What?
not it'll give them enough time. A lot of short swords just
Oh,
going
no,
in
here
though.
comes short swords, though. Short swords with their units. More short swords coming through. This is why short swords are effective. They'll be using their Ironside right
Ironside.
now to stop, and then here comes the
I don't know where's
reinforcement.
the rest of the RGT members. I mean, Renegade members. They should be
Yeah, where are
rushing
they?
towards this B point.
There they are now, slowly. Minute left.
One by one means nothing. They all should be
I
there.
know they need to be going there together,
Loyal
but
guards coming out from Death here will secure the base point. Renegade needs to get their ass in gear. Doesn't look like they have anything left though.
they're losing players as well at the same time, though, because they're coming in like one at a time.
Interestingly enough,
40 seconds.
that's a javelin sergeant trying to take out trying
Here comes
to
Cavs from the defenders. This could make a difference and wipe them out. Yeah, ouch. That would have hurt.
no, and surprisingly enough, only
They're
one
still
person
there.
died so far.
Here comes more low tier units from the defending side to stop the cap. Only 23 seconds left. They need
If
to
it comes
be
down to less than 10
coming to
seconds, it will be a
15.
secured victory.
Yeah, nah, it's over.
It's over. Yep.
It looks like
Just
we're
being
going
pushed
to
straight off.
yeah, we're going to a
Halberdiers, low tier
decider.
units. Halberdier sergeants. Yeah, just plop them on the point. It'll kill everything that
Yeah,
gets even close to them.
just rotate everywhere. Wow, okay.
That's the best thing about the Halberdiers and Halberdier sergeants phalanx is that it automatically changes. It will come down to a field battle. That's 1-all. One for Renegade and one for Death, both winning their defense. It does look like defense has been winning out more recently. Whether or not it's people know how to defend better, or it's just teams not being able to deal with attack. Well,
Yeah.
the
Well,
strategy of
attack is always,
attack is just
like you
probably
said, attack is always hard. Like we struggle with attacking. Everyone every now and then everyone struggles. There's just so many things.
When you're
So
attacking, the only thing, again, it's just like defending. There is a lower limit in order to be effective, and it's just like you're either proactive in your defense or um, counteractive. So like you wait for the opponent to do something, and a lot of times, as an attacker, you make a lot of mistakes, which are really easy to spot. But as a defender, sometimes there's not much of a mistake, but more of whether or not the rest of the defenders commit. Because sometimes it's just about commitment for the defending side. The attacker's side,
yeah,
although they can have tons of commitment, they actually need to win and by a significant margin because they have an uphill battle against defenders on home ground, especially next to supply points. Supply points are the worst battles to ever fight as the attackers. The number of times I've had battles where it just comes down to the fact that we're literally right in front of a supply point and the defenders are just throwing units at us like crazy, and
yeah. And
like
sending in
it's
the
just pure
heavy.
attrition.
This guy can't spell grass.
Triple
He's like,
S.
fuck this, fuck this. I'll just
I'll just look for it.
clear skies. Just what random?
Huh? Nah, they don't want a fog. Imagine if it was fog. Can't see shit.
That's the whole purpose of a
Random, randomized weather.
yeah.
I mean, it would be cool maybe if there was rain, may stop people from thing, but like it's still not. It only makes ranged units. Like again, the only units that really get effective are range and fire units that are not from season 4. And I mean, like the only fire units you ever see is from season 4, which is the Nafran Guard. Narfan Guard?
Disable
Nafran Guard?
Narfan guard.
Nar.
I just call them flamey boys.
Flamethrowers.
People will look it up, flamey boys, and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck is
They
that?"
have such a terrible name in the NA server. I don't even want to try to say that. Oh. Yeah, after this, I'm going to take a 2-hour nap, go pick up my regalia, and then come back for another nap.
Yeah, I might play a bit of. I don't know what I'm gonna do actually. I might do some uni work actually.
Do
Keep
your
to my
uni
word.
work.
Keep to my word that I'm not gonna fail anything this semester. This year actually, I only failed one thing last year.
I failed so often, man.
At
There's
the
no
end of the
problem, as long as you
day,
pass in the end.
yeah, exactly. And if you're good at networking, you'll be right.
It's all about nepotism, man. There's no
Yeah.
such thing as hard work anymore.
Well, networking is hard work.
No, 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 no. Like, there's no such thing as just like, just when I say hard work, I mean like you don't build yourself up. Normally, you rely on other structures that are already there in place to just be able to support your ass.
Nah. I've watched my missus like journey, and she's like gone from yeah, she's built herself up a long way, and it still works. So yeah, and
No, no, no.
also
When I
because
say
she's really
build
good at
yourself up, I mean
networking.
like you go out there, you ask people what their problem is, and be like, I can fix your problem. Pay me this much.
Ah,
When I say build yourself up, I mean like you don't go, please hire me. I can do good work. And they hire you, and they're like, oh, you're not as bad as we thought you were. Let's keep her on, or keep him on.
yeah,
Nah, I'm
that still happens a
that.
little bit.
It's all about nepotism, and it's just like you're either good enough at your job that you're cost effective, or you know someone and they get you a job. And even then, I still got fired. Nah, I mean like
Maybe you didn't sleep long enough, and you got grumpy.
no, it's just that the business actually ended up failing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not your fault. That's the business's fault.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I worked for a sheepskin storehouse one time.
Hmm.
Chinese dealer cut off the contract, and it was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, that happened.
I
And
think
I'm just like,
when you lose like a contract, probably the one of their bigger contract too. It's
yeah.
hard.
He was just like, I just need to shut down everything, and it's just like, yep.
I'm
He
going to
eventually
go
managed
get
to get it back up,
insurance.
but like, I said I'm not. I said I'm not. I won't come back.
I'm going full time streaming. Sorry, boss.
I wish. I wish I could play games. Although I would. I
You
would.
can. How old are you, Azakai? 24.
I'm 25 this year, so yeah, I'm
Yeah,
24.
you got plenty of time, mate.
Ugh.
If I have
That's the
plenty of
thing.
time, you have plenty of time.
I love talking with people and I love playing games. So like I hate working, I hate studying, but I will study any game to such a level that it's unnecessary sometimes.
Yeah, I know that for a fact. You talk about some stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really care about that. I just want to know whether that unit's gonna kill something, and that's it.
Yeah, people like don't recognize some like intrinsic details. When I said that something CC immune, everyone didn't believe me and I'm just like, but it is. Iron
Yeah, because
Reaper's charge being CC immune. People kept saying Iron Reapers are not CC immune. I can stop it with Imperial Pike. I'm just like,
no, you
yes,
can't.
because Imperial Pikes have an anti-charge bonus, so while Iron Reapers charge into Imperial Pikes, they'll instantly get
Do
killed.
they get knocked down?
Huh? They don't.
Do
Not
they
while
get?
charging.
Yeah, they don't, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Not while charging. They just die.
Yeah.
Spark Cavalry, full on CC immune. No matter what you throw at these guys, they won't be CC'd at all.
Really? So if you advance on them, they'll just
Nah, they don't care. They
oh,
don't
bro, they
care.
just keep stomping,
They'll
stomp,
just keep
stomp.
they'll keep stomping, yeah.
Yeah.
The only problem
Oh,
is that
that.
their damage is so low. Their damage is actually
Yeah.
really low. Like even Imperial Pikemen top line, they will survive in just if you just V them, they will survive long enough to just basically allow other units to kill Spark Cavalry. When again, like Spark Cavalry is such a good design for a cavalry. It's not so OP that it will instantly decimate a unit, but it's so strong at the same time at what it does that it can crush enemy formations, allowing your infantry just to clean up everyone else. But if it goes in by itself, it's useless. It's a CC machine. That's what I love about Spark Cavalry. It's one of my favorite cavalry units.
Are those puppies? I can't see that. Hold on.
Why is there Royal
Oh, it is.
Janissaries? Sorry, there's a
Yeah, it
Pavis
is.
on Renegade's
Yeah.
side. I don't. I think
Yeah,
one guy on
Mabel.
Death's side is asleep right now.
Yeah, Mabel. This is a cav. It's field battle, so you'll see a lot of calves.
Field battles always have full on cav. You're very
Whoa.
rare to
Whoa.
see infantry formations.
Wait, did that guy from Death Side not change his unit? Because he had loyal guards.
He had loyal
And
guards, Imperial pikes, and halberdier sergeants.
I wonder what he's trying to do. Is he going to try to hold the point? Whoa, look at all the spears. Pew pew.
At this point, if there's not, if like there's no time ever when there's a team with just 15 spears, I'll be very surprised throughout this entire tournament season. If there's
Whoa, your
not at
favorite
least
unit.
one
Someone
situation
actually
with
bought
15.
your favorite units in this battle. What the heck?
Someone brought Royal Janissaries. That's what I
Yeah.
like. What are
What
you
are they
gonna
trying to
use
cut
them for?
down? They're gonna try to cut down that building so it falls down on the point and no one can cap it. Imagine if that was real. Okay, so everyone's going for the designated points and then massive fight. This is gonna be a massive fight of B.
It would be really cool if they had some kind of mechanics where they can do like a terrain change. Like you destroy a pillar, it creates a barrier, but the barrier can also be
Hmm.
destroyed. But now
Yeah.
it's more narrow, so it's a narrower choke point.
Yeah. I'm waiting. Do you reckon they'll when do you reckon they'll introduce the buildable like You know how that people were talking about being able to build like
Those placements
spikes?
you're talking about around
Yeah,
B, those are
yeah.
those are apparently in conception. Those are actually actual objects inside the siege artillery.
Oh, okay.
This is what I heard from one of the testers. I don't. They're not activated, so you can't place them down. But they do actually have health bars for these things.
Yeah, it'll be interesting when people can start putting them down. What they do with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like some of these spike things will definitely annoy cavalry to no end, and
Oh, exactly. And you just put behind those, like you can literally build a box and just put your range units behind it.
put it around the damn supply point, no one gets out.
Yeah. Imagine the calves. They just wouldn't be able to. You'd have to literally break it down before your calves can go in there.
Yeah, but that's a problem for the developers. It's just like if you make buildable terrain, people can. I mean, like you can already do it with artillery, but artillery has so low health. So these buildable terrains need enough health to actually survive getting hit.
Yeah,
So
it takes a big
they
effort.
don't the balance will be absolutely crushed if buildable terrain is allowed. So I guess they'll never introduce it, mainly because it's just a headache to deal with and not really fun in terms of matchmaking. Haven't been really watching much of the battle here, but does look like
Yeah,
uh
not much is going on though. Death's gotten both points, but they didn't really push that base yet.
well, Renegade has
Oh,
a
it looks like they are now. They're heading. Here we go. Let's go.
wide angle of approach. Winged Hussars just taking out some Northern Lands cavalry.
Just low tier units right now, getting
That low
stomped by
tier
them.
unit is in the center. I don't know why they're just not going straight through it.
I know. Just finish it. Get to the point. Like no one's on there. Get on it.
Nah, there's Winged
Oh wait, no.
Hussars. There's the
There's
unit.
doing
That's not
hussars.
his. That's not
I thought it was
his.
his. It's so hard sometimes to see the color. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, sometimes you just need like advanced color mode where the
Hmm.
entire model's just blue.
I can't wait for them to introduce in the settings. You know, in the settings you can change your crosshair like color now, and you
Yeah.
can put. Yeah, I can't wait for them to give an option where you can change the color of your units or your teammates' units, so
I
you can
want
see.
a custom unit color option where
Hmm.
you're allowed to just customize your units into whatever color you want.
And you
That
know what
would
they
be.
should? You know what? You know what they can make money from? Selling flag costume. That you can customize the picture on it.
Well, they do that in NA. They will upload whatever symbol
Oh,
you want
really? What the fuck? I
for your
love that.
house. For your house emblem. You pay them like
Oh,
$10 to upload any picture, as long as it's
oh,
not
what?
profanity or anything. Yeah,
Yeah, because I played a game that allowed you to do that. Like you can put whatever logo you want as long as it didn't, wasn't
yeah.
like what you said. Yeah.
My.com does that. That's why Ming, apparently like an EU house, has a special symbol that I've never seen before.
Okay. Mabel in my chat saying yes, it's true. Okay, interesting. Well, I wish they introduced that. They want to make money, man. That's how you
Easy
make money.
money.
Let
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 houses pay
people.
you to
Yeah,
put up a special
that's the
thing.
thing. Weird people are weird. They will spend. Well, we're weird people. We want to spend on things we can customize, not you know. Like
A
I
lot
want to
of
be able to
times we don't
customize.
care about your like OP units. We actually just
Uh,
want to look cool.
Yeah, I remember a guy in our house, right? He spent money on each month or each week was on attire.
Oh yeah,
If
that's
they
right.
had if they had just multiple attires, I reckon he would have spent hundreds of dollars just on that. Didn't care about other
I
units.
believe 3 PM or Delusion now spends like $1,000 over dollars on both of his accounts just for cosmetics.
Yeah, he was maybe it's the same guy because he had two accounts. He would focus on certain attire on one and the other one on certain attires.
Oh yeah, I think it's 3 PM. We're both talking about the
Yeah,
same guy, and it's just
yeah,
like,
yeah. Okay, so nothing
wow,
happening
almost
here.
getting a triple cap there.
Oh, here we go. Do they have the numbers? No, they don't. Oh, they do have the units though, and they just killed that. Like killing the heroes here. But the
Just winged
problem is
hussars.
the
That's not enough to
respawn.
respond. But
Yeah,
here comes a secondary response. The respawn coming out from Renegade. Renegade doesn't have a good opportunity to charge, but they'll try anyway. Ooh, they'll
all
beat
units coming.
out Northern Lands Cavalry with just sheer number of mass. Pavi's coming really close, apparently.
They're coming. Big boy frontier.
Although there's no real threat anymore. They've dealt with the Northern Lands Cavalry.
I think the best field battle that I've watched so far was Wildfire and Hong Kong X. That was full of action.
Ugh, yeah, I mean, recently the field battles have just been full on nowadays. It's been really boring. Like last season, all of the field battles were literally just who controls the final point at the
Yeah,
end.
it was control and then just hold, and then the other team would be like, what do I do? Ooh, Wing Hussars just demolished.
Yeah, again, never take on a winged hussar directly because you're gonna lose. There's the only thing that can beat out a winged hussar on charge is Fortebraccio, but you need to also be set up for that.
Yeah, you need to
Northern
be
Lands Cavalry, no matter how
out.
OP they are right now, trying to charge a winged hussar is a dumb idea. I mean, you could try Flame Assault. Flame Assault works to a certain extent,
Yeah, the
but
Flame
you're a
Assault. That's
sitting duck while Flame Assault's going on. So you could get
Flame
charged by different
Assault.
directions.
Yeah, because I can only fire ahead of them, right?
Well, I mean, it's a little bit uncontrollable for like they just shoot in the direction they're facing. Sometimes it's really weird and the models go everywhere and it's just like you don't know which direction they're all supposed to be facing. And especially when you try to turn corners and stuff and try to do surprise firings, it fails miserably for me. I'm just like when it does work though, you can catch so many cavalry because again, probably detail that probably uh people don't realize is Flame Assault CC's cavalry, regardless of if they're charging or not.
Renegade here, struggling to get B, and they are running out of time. 3 minutes left. Unit count's still very similar, so they can still play pretty, I guess.
It's pretty much an all-in for a second cap here. Doesn't look like it's going to be a secured win here. They're putting down
Ooh,
Watches.
yeah,
Actually a good pick because grape shots, although do more damage and can instant kill heroes. Watches do more damage to more units, I would say. Like you don't
infield battle. Infield battle. Hey, it's one
it's one
siege tower,
artillery each.
one siege weapon each. Yeah, cool. Don Bod, stop dying.
Renegade still holding their position next to
Oh, here we go.
B.
They got plenty of DPS here with their spear, but they are getting fired on by grape shot at the same time, so that would
Fired
be
on by
painful.
Grape Scott. And Death Hero is going straight in. One of Death guys is actually leaving the battle.
Maybe he DC'd, or was that a permadeath?
Maybe a permadeath. Two people, second person DC.
This game will go to death, but we'll see. There's still a minute and 45 seconds. No points lost, so if they do manage to cap one of the points, they can win.
That's the
But there is
thing.
a lot of
Like,
death from Renegade right now.
so long as it's not a secured victory, meaning that they haven't taken any points off of the base point, if they lose either of the points, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's anyone's game.
Yeah.
So Death has to defend both the points. But even if they get one
Right
percentage
now,
off,
Renegade. Ooh, no one's on the point. No one's on the point. And short sword got to it. Oh, but
It's a
okay, yeah,
secured
that's over.
victory now.
Yeah,
Death only needs to
they
defend
got.
B. They don't
Yeah,
need
I don't know
C.
what.
They don't
Yeah,
need A.
just yeah, I don't know what they're doing. But anyways, good work on that. Good work on that short sword, seeing that opportunity when he saw no one on there.
Good, good on that short sword. Does look
He's still
like
alive. Look
he's
at
still
him.
alive and just
He's
running these
still going
guys around.
strong. Finally dead. Well done, Lapichi. Lapichichi.
With less
He's
than
just
30
pretty much
seconds to
cured.
go, we're just
Yeah,
no
he's pretty
possibility
much
for
cured
Renegade to
his
get the
team's
win
win.
here.
So it looks like yeah, we got Renegade out of the match here. They started off well with the defense, but they've failed to oh, C's being
The
taken. Looks like
exchange
we're
has
gonna
been
have a
pretty even.
ball.
They're both down to
Oh
serfs, and basically all of the tier 5s are off the field. I guess it just came
yeah,
down to who was better at heroes, and
yep.
definitely looked like Death
I
won it.
think Death's been I think the stronger one out of the two in the matches that we saw. Hey,
In the matches we saw? Nah.
no, like
TryEasy seems
the battle.
in this battle,
Yeah.
definitely seems to be the stronger of the two in terms of heroes.
Well, that's it. I think that ends the final battle for
SA.
South
Ooh.
America. So the next battles for the tournament will commence on the 13th, and for SA it's on the 14th.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
So
our time is the 14th, but it's still
yeah,
13th for them.
same time for same time. It'll be
It'll
the
be the
same
same time a
similar
week,
time.
6 days from now. So, my
Uh,
God, it's going to be. Not thank God, but I won't be able to do. I'll be able to do the South America one, but I can't. But the
yeah,
Asia
you
Division
just
one.
missed the Asia division, right?
Are you
Right.
gonna do it, or are you gonna do TW, man?
I'll see.
You're still tossing that up, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll see. Nah, it should be fine. I should be able to lead people to go and do territorial war without me.
All
It's
right.
all good. It's all good. But yeah. Thanks everyone.
Well, thanks for tuning in for my stream. If anyone, hope it, hope you guys liked my commentary, and do check out Fyro, the other streamer with me. I'll catch, well, maybe I'll catch you guys for the next tournament. Well, the next set of tournament matches will start on the Friday. I won't be doing the finals, unfortunately, for the Asia division, but I'll be able to do the other matches for the South America division and the semifinals, or well, the Asia division upper and lower bracket finals, so not the finals. Well, thank you, and have a nice day.